Beyond Saltmarsh is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Hello, everybody. Dave here with the Superior Adventurers Guild, your humble dungeon master for tonight's ongoing game, Beyond Saltmarsh, where I get to basically play a bunch of fun scenarios out with, the folks that I like to consider my good buddies. These folks right here. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Ow.
Hello.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Hey, that's the hey.
Yeah, we're doing real good around here.
Chad's back from the deep south. He brought an accent home with him, and we've all got it.
Right here, that man's accent ain't no accurate at all. I don't know where
Shit.
he's getting that from, and we ain't got time for that sort of shenanigans. We have other shenanigans we got to get to.
Oh, for sure.
That is correcto mundo, my friend. I'd like to kick this session off by saying hello to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. We're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. Pete, you already know us, but we'll start with Andy.
Oh, I don't have my thing open.
We'll start with Kirk.
I know who I am.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, wait, no. Okay, we'll let him go first.
Okay. Hey, what's up,
I'll go
everybody?
first.
My name is Andy. I'm playing Rhunar Deg, a 9th level now human, sometimes dual sword wielding Battlemaster fighter in Captain of the Good Buddy. And we just kicked off a trap that we found. We're not scared.
Oh, I think someone else has something to say about that. Hi, Kirk.
Hey, I'm Kirk. I'm playing Byron Hern, the rogue / fighters. Mostly rogue. 8 levels in rogue, 1 level in fighter. That trap. Yeah.
Is it really a trap, though, or is it just a monster?
Yeah, it's a trap. It was a trap. It was so blatantly, obviously a trap. It was a trap. I told you guys repeatedly. This is the second time on this adventure that Byron's been the voice of reason. You guys trying to get us killed.
There was no.
You had one
on
job: find the trap, disarm it.
Let me point one thing out.
We did our due diligence.
We were in combat, so we still might have managed to get you all killed.
I just want to say,
It's true.
Love you guys. I'm gonna fight to the death with you. This TPK is gonna be really shitty. All right, who's next?
Chad.
Hello, it's me.
Bring the energy back up for us, Chad.
It's me. I'm happy to be back from vacation. In as Michael would say, North Kakalaki.
Aye, yeah, that's do it.
Hung out on the beach for a few days. I'm ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Really tan.
As Tenoch Knucklebones, Halfling Divination Wizard, who is has a yoked 18 strength, ready to lay the smacketh down on this boneyard. Yeah, boy.
Okay. Thank
Right,
you.
well, I'm not quite sure what just happened there with Tenoch, but hello, my name's Michael. I play Theo. He's a half-elf. He's a warlock. He's happy to be here. He's got a magic sword, which is really just, what it's all about. Really, it's the dream. And he ain't scared of no ghosts. Of course, skeleton monsters, completely different subject.
Thank you, Sir Michael. And of course, I already introduced myself, but I'm Dave. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master tonight, which I'm very excited about because it's been a whole week since we've been able to play this game. And last week we took a day off of Twitch in solidarity with folks who are the recipient of some serious disturbing hate on Twitch. So we know that our chat is not like that, and we have good people here, but watch out for those people on the Twitches and other places. They're out there. They're nasty. But anyways, we are back this week, and we're going to dive into some Beyond Saltmarsh. But we do have a couple of announcements. Andy?
Yes.
So I walked into the bar the other day, and I was thinking
Yeah.
to myself, God, I wonder what Andy's going to talk about this week.
Well, when you went into this bar, did it look like they needed a tapestry? Oh,
Yeah.
some wall art.
Yeah.
Maybe some custom mugs or some
Yep.
throw pillows on those hard ass bar stools.
Yeah.
Well, boy, do we have the solution for them. We have our very own merch store where you can
What?
buy all of that stuff and more. Go check it out. We'll post the link in the chat, I think.
Yep.
And it's definitely on our Twitch page already.
Mm.
So, t-shirts, hoodies, kids t-shirts, onesies.
Wait, we have onesies?
I heard we had adult onesies. Is that
No.
true?
What?
Come on.
We got,
that not
we
true?
got the onesies. We got the mask. We got all that stuff. Notebooks. Come on.
Get on over there. And I think
Notebooks.
if you buy a t-shirt, we get like 50 cents or $1 maybe. I don't remember. But honestly, the only people that have bought t-shirts is us. So
I'll
it's kind
I'll
of
know we've
strange.
made it when we have our own trapper
Oh, yeah.
keeper.
Ooh.
I need a pencil organizer.
Here's the problem, Chad, with that reference is most of the people who are on Twitch are not going to know what a trapper keeper is.
Trapper. Do you even know who Lisa Frank is?
Oh
Moon
boy.
boots.
Yeah.
No,
She was the World War II, lived in an attic.
Yep. Drew a bunch of pictures of dolphins in space.
Fantasy Animal Vegan. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Andy. I would like to hand it over to Chad because he's got a couple of announcements.
I have a number of announcements. I will attempt to be very concise and fast. Tomorrow, we're back into Svealand with the game I run, Midwinter Keening. I'm excited. The party is in the middle of a battle in town with some hell cultists and some undead. What can go wrong? I think the temple just lost its roof to a gout of holy or unholy fire. So we'll see how the party deals with that. That'll probably go swimmingly. So yeah, join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, for more Midwinter Keening fun. And then perhaps you're the kind of person who enjoys conventions, playing role-playing games or board games with a variety of different folks. I have a way to scratch that itch. Virtual Greyhawk Con is running October 1st through the 3rd. There will be a link in the chat if you are live with us where you can find out about signing up and registering and playing games in a completely safe from COVID manner, aka on your camera in your own house. So as long as your house is good from COVID, you're not going to spread whatever you may or may not have to the people you're playing with, because that's not how the internet works. No matter what Aunt Nevis says.
Plus, we have
about
masks in the merch store.
Also, we have
Nice
masks in the store.
callback. Nice callback.
And then at the end of the month of October, there is Gamehole Con, which is the largest role-playing game convention in the Midwest, housed right in Madison, Wisconsin. It also has a virtual component, so in case you aren't comfortable going out and being in public with a bunch of people playing games, there is opportunities for you to do it virtually in the same way as Virtual Greyhawk Con. And even better, all of those things combined, we are running a game at all of them. Dave is running, the Siege of Westkeep at Virtual Greyhawk Con. It is sadly sold out. Well, I guess not so sadly for Dave, because it's good to have a sold-out game, but sadly for anyone who might want to join and play with him. But you'll be able to watch the shenanigans of that happen right here on the channel. And then at Virtual Gamehole Con, I should preface, I will be running 2 games. One is Assault on Europa 2, which is an aliens-inspired game where you will play Space Marines and try not to get eaten by aliens or just pregnated by aliens. You know, watch the movie Alien or Aliens, and you'll know how it works. And then I'm also running a game called Bearcats to the Rescue, a game very much inspired by Red Dawn, where you will play a group of plucky teenagers and or younger folk trying to save their community from alien invaders. I guess in some ways it's very much like the movie Alien or Aliens, except for without the chest bursting. But it'll be fun. I'm excited. There's a link for Gamehole Con there, and that is, like I said, the 21st through the 23rd of October. Wow, I forgot already. It's the end. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Join us.
Go to the link if you really want to know.
Yeah, there's a link.
Thanks,
yeah,
Chad.
registration's open. You're welcome.
I'm super excited to jump back into your game tomorrow night. I've been anxiously awaiting the conclusion, perhaps, to that combat. I'm excited because I get to play in that game. And I'm also excited because I'm playing in a new game that I should mention over on Time Lord's wife's channel, her Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Time Lord's wife. And I am playing a halfling bard named Reed Bramblebranch, and we have just found ourselves in Barovia, and yes, it is a Curse of Strahd game. It's called Tales of Dread Bloodlines, and I get to play with a bunch of really fun folks, so check that out. That's on Sundays, 2:30 p.m. PDT and 4:30 p.m. CST.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Are we going to get to the point in that game where we will call your character LL Bramblebranch for Ladies Love Bramblebranch?
It's possible to have a name change. I'm not against it. He has become a bit of a fan favorite, so I'm excited about that, and he's super fun to play. So I think you can check out the VODs on her channel and get caught up. We've had 2 sessions, and it's a 10-session arc, so that'll be cool. All right, enough about that. Anybody else have any announcements? Kirk, you got anything for us?
Is there one really cool birthday, Kirk?
I didn't even look.
Too
I was
bad.
kind of spaced. I got lost in our store. I'm sorry. Somebody's birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not, happy birthday anyways. Screw it.
Okay, thank you, Kirk. That was great.
Here all week.
All right, Michael, any more impersonations of British royalty that you want to do before we jump into a recap?
No, Governor, I wouldn't want to be doing that. What? Because I had no idea what you're talking about.
Oh God.
Okay.
Why
did I even ask? Yeah.
That was
why did I even ask?
abrasive.
We're moving on. That bit needs work. I'm just kidding. Love you, Michael. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Channel your inner Greyhawk, because here we go.
Hey, hold on.
Oh. Whoa, what?
Our sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Christian.
It's been 2 weeks. You forgot about our sponsor.
Look, I know. I've forgotten just about everything. I've got another announcement, guys. You probably forgot that we have... Actually, you didn't forget. I'm so impressed. It was actually a test, Chad, to see if you would pick up on the fact that we do still indeed have a sponsor. I don't know why he's still sponsoring us after that flub, but Christian and his team at CZRPG, we love you guys. Thank you so much for being our campaign sponsor for our Beyond Saltmarsh stream. These guys are great. They create a bunch of really cool content for 5th edition's Dungeons & Dragons. We're talking about unique game settings, adventures that you can that you can drop into any campaign that you might be running. They've got map packs. They've got different character options. Really cool stuff. They've got a ton of stuff for Ravenloft and Curse of Strahd. They've got their own campaign setting that they've created. It's really, really fun stuff. So check them out. Right below Michael is a link. There's also links being dropped occasionally into the chat where you can go check out their full library over at the DM's Guild. Really, really good stuff. Tonight, they have been so gracious, and they have gifted us a giveaway item that we, my friends, are going to raffle off at the end of the stream tonight. And all you have to do to enter, I'm not even going to tell you what it is. Okay, I will. It's the Ultimate Wilderness Map Pack. So this is something that's really cool if you're a DM or if you've got a DM friend, or maybe you want to just sort of try to make your DM happy so that he doesn't kill you in the next session. Or worse yet, kill your PC. I don't know. Things happen. I don't know what your table's like, but you could get this for them. All you have to do to enter is type the word CZRPG into the chat. Kirk's going to show you how it's done. It's super duper easy. And we, again, will draw a lucky winner for the Ultimate Wilderness Map Pack tonight at the end of the stream. Christian, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot about you. What else did I forget, guys? Are we streaming? Are we live? What's going on?
We are.
Is this a stream? What is this, Twitch?
Is that we focus on your narration. Go.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
I do got a birthday. I got a birthday. I'm sorry.
Yep. Go ahead.
Gaten Matarazzo. Sorry if I said it wrong. Plays Dustin in Stranger Things.
Oh, nice.
He's a D&D player. It just felt appropriate. I felt like I had to. Happy birthday.
Oh, shit.
Everyone has 2 advantages.
Yeah, Fantasy Animal Vegan is already jumping on the advantage train here. Thank you very much for that. We all have 2 advantages. Kirk, you're the one that's keeping track of this, right?
Oh no.
Well,
I have 2 advantages. Whoa.
2 advantages. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? This is real life. Sadly, this is what it's all come down to. Okay, guys, now look, I'm going to do this for real this time. Does anybody want to interrupt me one more time?
Nope.
I want to,
sure?
but I'm not going to stop you.
I know you're going to.
I got to ask.
All right.
Oh, God.
Chad, do you really have 3 advantages still?
Yeah.
So you have 5 now.
No. I have 3. I had 1 last time, and now I have 2.
Now you have 3. All right.
Yeah.
Just had to double check that.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to date.
2 advantages.
All right, here we go. I'm really doing it this time. We're channeling our inner Greyhawk as we settle back in for another episode of Beyond Saltmarsh. In the last episode, the Deg Gang made an overland journey to Farazin's Cove on the southern coastline of Cybert Isle. Along the way, you discussed a lot of interesting topics: your political troubles in Monmerg, your vampire troubles in Saltmarsh, a mysterious city named Tomoa-chan, and future plans to kill Aphis and free your missing friend, Irin Coalbiter. Eventually, you found yourself on the rugged coast, a series of cliffs dropping 100 or more feet to the ocean below. A welcome sight for the officers of the Good Buddy, no doubt. But troubling was a dense bank of somewhat unnatural fog lingering over the coastline to the east. As you approached the mist, some of you heard voices calling, and upon entering Rhunar, Tenoch, Byron, you felt compelled to seek out your greatest desires, clearly enchanted by some strange magic. Moving forward, you found an abandoned camp and decided to follow a well-worn trail heading south. Ominous flapping wings and laughter from an unseen location startled you but vanished into the mists as you continued. Nearby, you discovered the entrance to a cave, which you entered. Inside, you found a massive pile of bones, but you also found a massive pirate booty, treasures and riches from lands forgotten. With a healthy suspicion, you searched the hoard, finding an old chest full of coins. You left the treasure in place and exited the cave to explore the shoreline a bit. You climbed a series of dilapidated ladders down to the beach and discovered flotsam and jetsam aplenty. Debris from multiple ships lay piled about. Offshore, you detected shipwrecks beneath the water's surface. You then decided to return to the treasure chest in the cave, against Byron's counsel. Yet, no trap mechanisms were detected. So you began enthusiastically scooping up the coins until Theo picked up an errant coin that had fallen astray and discovered that it wasn't a gold coin at all. It was simply a piece of wood painted to look like gold. But it was too late, because behind you, the bones of dozens of fallen buccaneers shifted and morphed and rose up, reforming into a large serpentine creature. Atop its head, the skull of some long forgotten beast. And that, my friends, is where we return to the battle. We have rolled initiative. The impending battle, perhaps. We have rolled initiative. I'm going to drop us over to the map screen here. This is a depiction of the creature that these guys are up against, in case you're wondering. Let's bring the players over so they can see what's going on as well. Now,
Yes.
indeed, indeed. So, as I said, this creature, this horde of skeletons erupts from behind you. And Rhunar, you are at the top of the order. It is the first round of something crazy that's about to happen. And I heard bouncing. Oh no!
Oh, Dave.
Oh,
you just got 10 advantages.
Okay.
Why would you do that to us?
10 or 5? Oh, it's 10. Oh my
10.
god. Okay, now I have 12 advantages.
Okay.
No.
Now.
Well, I guess
No,
we
you
always wanted to play a different
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
You know, the
You have
great thing
12
too
advantages.
is that we're working just this kind of a real behind the scenes thing for folks, but we are working with an artist to get character art, which will go great for the obituaries for these guys. So I'm excited. I hope you're all excited. I know Fantasy Animal Vegan is excited. I can tell. The pressure is on indeed. Mr. Deg, what would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to what am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
Die.
you can do.
You're going to die.
Oh my
I have my
god.
shield out. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna run up. We're in a tight spot. Am I in melee right there?
Yes.
Okay. I will attack from here with my sword. I got my shield out.
Okay.
$19.
Yeah, 19 definitely hits. You slash across with your scimitar with the first blast, and you cut through a couple of bones that go flying across and hit the wall of the cavern.
Okay, I will attack again. Extra attack. $24.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit. Nicely
another
done.
9 slashing.
Second swing, and more bones go flying through the air.
Okay, I will hold there for now.
Okay, Byron.
All right. Byron is going to take a step forward, take a step 5, 10, 15, 20. Disengage, 25, 30. Let me just make sure I did that right. I'd actually be here.
Okay.
And he's going to yell at everyone, guys, he can't make it through that little narrow gap. Let's get out of here. We don't need a bunch of wood coins. Let's get out of here. And I think that's going to be my turn.
All right. Tenoch.
I think you're muted.
I'm going to cast mute on myself.
You're supposed to succeed.
You're successful.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. Okay.
Did that go through?
22?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Frosty, crispy blue
As
frost.
soon as I rolled to hit, it said, my connection has been interrupted.
So it takes 15 cold damage. And does it also affect speed? I can't remember.
Yep, it reduces its speed by 10 feet.
Okay. Please tell me there's a snail. Oh, yeah, there is. Cool. All right. Anything else, Tenoch? Movement or bonus actions?
I am going to make some movement. I want to move. Would moving over these barrels be like whatever
difficult terrain. Roll an
Yeah.
acrobatics or athletics, acrobatics check for me.
Oh.
We'll see how you do. No, you can move as normal. You just basically like hop
Okay.
across the tops of the barrels, and you're pretty light, so you just
10,
nimbly
15,
dimbly.
20, 25. Okay, I'll move to there.
Okay. Theo.
I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance on Byron, fill this whole space up. Everyone gets to make some Constitution saves. Except for Theo, because he's the undead. No. I will, however, Theo will in fact cast Armor of Agathis. As spiky rime frost covers his figure, and he will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, being base to base with this bad boy, and then that is all. No, and I will hit him with the Wrath of the Blade Bearer. So
Okay.
the bands of azure energy wrap around him for a second and then dissipate, so that I have him quasi-hexed.
Nice. I like it. All right, that brings us to him that be called the Boneyard. You guys watch as a bunch of the bones start to form, and you see this horned skull like kind of snap into place as
So this skull was already in here, and it or
it was
do
in the
littler
pile.
bones- Okay.
It was in the pile, and that the horned skull kind of like comes into view and like snaps erect,
and I'll form the head.
and a skeletal minotaur emerges from the back of the creature.
Oh well, fuck me.
It's just riding him, it's fine.
And freeloader.
Oh, where'd that guy come
Freeloader.
from?
He is going to take a swing. He's going to move right in here. He's going to take a swing at. Roll a D100 for me, Byron. We'll see who he goes after. 50% or higher, it's you.
Never been
Okay.
happier to roll 24.
He is going to swing his great axe at Dan Virius. And he misses with a natural 1 as Dan Virius ducks below the swing. The Boneyard is going to attack Theo. It's going to try to smack you with its tail first.
That's mean of it. It should take disadvantage for being so mean.
21 to hit.
With disadvantage?
17 to hit with
That
disadvantage.
makes sense, because my armor class is a little bit of bufkus. But hey, I feel better now.
How much damage does he take from your armor of Agathis?
25 cold points.
Ooh, wow. All right, and you'll take 11 bludgeoning, and you are grappled.
Oh, I'm grappled, alright.
Yep. You can, on your turn, try to make an escape versus a DC 16. FYI.
Or I'll just shoot him in the face.
And then it is going to try to bite you twice, as it has you grappled. 19 for 11 piercing.
That hits. He still takes 25 more points of cold damage.
And
Yeah.
a
Armor
22 to hit for
Agathis.
14 piercing.
And he takes 25 more points of cold damage.
Holy shit.
Armor of Agathis.
Pieces of this skeletal creature are just falling off, frosty and frozen to the ground, and they're like steaming kind of as the frost evaporates. That is its turn. That brings us to Dan Virius. Dan Virius is going to start swinging
He's going to crap himself.
with his Schwarzsword. Let's see. Yeah, first swing against the Minotaur is a 23 for 5 piercing and 14 is... I don't think that hits. Let me just double check. No, that hits. So a total of 11 piercing. Okay. That brings us to Rhunar.
All right. This thing has grabbed Theo.
Yes, Theo is grappled by its skeletal tail.
Okay. All right. I will start. I'm gonna move closer, actually, to Theo, down here, and I'm gonna start attacking. Ooh, 19. And then I would like
That
to
will
make
hit.
that a disarming attack to try to force him to drop Theo.
Okay, I like it.
And I'm gonna roll that dice right now. Ooh, yeah. So that's a total of 19 damage on that.
Nice.
Yeah, pieces of this skeleton are just flying across the room as you guys are just slashing it
And-
to bits.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, strength saving throw to see if he drops what he's holding.
All right.
Theo
Against
was
a
the weapon all the time.
He is a weapon, that's for sure.
DC 16.
I think of him more as a tool.
Strength save.
That makes two of us.
He fails with a 10. So Theo, you
Wow.
are dropped to the ground.
All right, and then I'll use my extra attack.
Hmm.
Do it.
27. Oh, minus that superiority die.
So just
So-
12. Okay.
Yeah, for 12 slashing.
Got it. All right.
And let's see. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Byron.
All right, I'm gonna take a step towards Theo, having seen him be grabbed and then abruptly dropped because of Rhunar. Not liking this big thing that just grabbed his friend, is gonna brandish his new ethereal blade.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
He's going to whisper something to it. It's gonna start, like the air around it's gonna start rippling, and he's gonna plunge it right into the skull of this thing.
Ooh, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Plunge away.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely gonna hit.
For
24 damage.
24 plus, it does an additional, I believe 2d8 because I cast booming blade on my blade.
Okay.
Booming blade.
Oh wait,
Did you say booby blade?
Booping.
you know what?
Booming.
It takes an action to cast booming blade. I cannot use
Well,
it this turn.
an attack is part of the action.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
just
That's
kidding.
what makes it so good.
Yeah.
I thought I misread it. So an additional 2d8 more damage.
All right.
So an additional 6 on top of that of thunder damage.
Okay.
Thunder.
Wow. Nah, 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 nah.
And then I'll use my bonus action to disengage, move 5, 10, 15 feet, or, well, we'll just move 10 feet.
Okay.
And if it moves, then more stuff happens.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity at you.
He disengaged.
Oh, that's right. You dirty rogue.
I thought it had a legendary action.
I don't care about your disengage action. I'm a
No, I do.
boneyard.
I do care. All right, anything else? We'll move on to Tenoch.
Yeah. I don't like the looks of any of this. And I will draw my dagger, because that's what I'm using for a weapon at this point. And I will I'll leap from my perch at this creature, and as I leap, I say, "Meow." That's my somatic component for now because I haven't thought of a cooler one.
Okay.
Just whatever. Or that
works.
yeah. And then I disappear, and I appear above the boneyard creature, and I will I attack it, and there's like a big like claw strike, and then I'm gonna roll all of my attacks later, and then I disappear again and appear behind, like, and above the Minotaur skeleton, and and then there's 2 claw strikes down on it, and hang on, let me double check my superpower. Where's my other superpower? Boop, boop.
Is this Steel Wind Strike?
Yeah, I am casting Steel Wind Strike.
Oof.
Um,
Is this the first time it's been in play in a combat?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen him use it before.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's
Nice.
new with the with his level up.
So I would
Sweet.
like to combine Steel Wind Strike with my powers of divination to foresee the ultimate untimely deaths of these 2 creatures and use both of my banked portent dice, one of which is a natural 20 and the other one which is a 19.
Whoa.
Okay. Both of
Or
those
I'm sorry,
will hit.
an 18.
That will still hit.
So I will start with the boneyard and
Okay.
roll 12 d10 force damage.
Holy shit. Guys, I think this campaign is over.
Yeah.
What a low roll.
I know, right?
There's a couple
That's-
ones in there.
3 natural ones and
Holy
a
shit.
2.
All right, so 54. All right.
And so that's to the boneyard,
Got it.
and then here's comes 60
That's
10 damage
So much damage.
to the Minotaur.
Jeez, that's a lot of dice.
Glad he's with us.
Yeah, right?
And 30 again, low rolls. I mean, I guess not every attack can be like that kick the rock catapult attack.
That's true. But you also
Yeah,
have
that was
that in your
amazing.
back pocket. So, Tenoch, as you jump up and flash through the air faster than anybody can see you move, essentially teleporting around the room, you hack and slash through the boneyard creature first, and it just crumbles to the ground in a pile, dropping motionless. And where do you end up?
I will then appear here.
Okay.
So because I can then teleport to an unoccupied space. I can see within 5 feet of one of the targets that I hit or missed.
That's sweet. Will you drop that spell into the chat so folks can see how sweet that is? There you go.
Yeah,
That brings us
this
to
is-
Theo.
it's gross.
Yeah, it really is.
Theo's just gonna have watched all that and went, that's just showing off. He looks very upset about this. And instead hefts his packed weapon, steps 10 feet over, as that fucker fell over, gains hit points because of whatnot, which brings him back up to his full 87, and then lay into this Minotaur.
Okay.
Because he doesn't like this Minotaur.
No. This Minotaur wasn't well liked in life, let alone the undeath.
That's why he's undead.
You're gonna make me cast Magic Mizili, aren't you?
Well, I just rolled a 29 to hit for 18 slashing damage, so maybe not.
Nice.
That's madness.
Yeah, you cut through him, and one of his tusks gets hacked off by Kalistani and goes flying through the air past Tenoch and sticks right into one of the barrels.
But he's still standing.
He's still up, yeah.
The blade comes around again and goes snickery snack. Does a 16 hit?
Well, I am afraid that it does. And you cut through with your second swing, and you sever the spinal column, and this Minotaur falls to the ground in front of you.
It falls, and at the end of his turn, Theo just kind of looks around and has this really confused look on his face, like, what just happened?
I guess it was trapped.
Told you guys. I told you guys. And that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I was scared for him. Like,
Yeah, Byron,
well, maybe not.
you were really nervous there.
Well, look at it. Look at the size of its head. It's huge. And I'll go stand inside of its skull for a second.
Do
Look,
you really think that's
I
wise?
think inside of its skull.
It was like, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
at least we could get
it could have eaten me.
At least we can get the rest of this gold now, huh?
It's all wooden coins.
It wasn't all wood, was it?
What
There's a
kind of
bunch of wood
creature
in
has
there.
a head that size?
Rocks, large wyverns,
Dragons?
mammoths.
It wasn't
Demons?
particularly effective.
Crocodiles.
Nice moves, Tenoch. That was pretty fancy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was pretty. That was, yeah. Why haven't
Thank
you showing us that before?
It's it was just given to me in a vision.
I'm going to look over at Theo, and I'm going to look over at Rhunar then. And I'm going to look back at Theo and be like, we're taking this guy to hell with us.
That tracks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, when you say it like that, it sounds a lot creepier.
What? Why?
I think it's more of a he will join us on our crusade to the gates of hell.
Yeah, we're
Less
going to
of a
kill the devil.
taking them to hell with us. Wow, there's a lot of devils. You have to be very specific.
We're going to kill them all. We're going to kill every last one of them. We're going to go to hell, and we're going
It's
to...
important to
crucify
manage expectations. You want to crucify you need Heronius.
I'm ready to go back
Oh,
to the
yeah,
boat.
Heronius.
We need to
Let's-
keep.
that book.
We
Let's-
need to
let's-
keep searching. There's got to be something else here we're missing. Not in here, but like in the village somewhere. This is
Okay.
all weird, right?
Yeah, it really is. It is. I'm going to start, like, plucking teeth out of the skull of this monster that we killed.
Oh yeah, no shit. Let me get at that too.
Oh no!
Yeah, these things are
It
huge,
might be
dude.
trapped. It's terrifying. I'm going to take its teeth.
Dave,
Well,
is there any recoverable real gold in the chest?
You could spend some time digging through the chest, and as you dig deeper and deeper, it's not even painted wooden coins now. And then there's stuff underneath it that just kind of propped it up. It's definitely not filled with coin. There were maybe like a dozen. You could probably find 12 gold coins that were stuck on top.
Every little bit helps.
What is this Aladdin's castle? These coins say.
This one says
Aladdin's castle.
free laundry.
Free laundry. What is free laundry? Does that
I'm not
spend
sure.
good?
Laundry is a kingdom far to the north that has been under siege for many, many years by demons of darkness and dirt. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
get
this
out of
place
here.
sucks. I told you guys.
So you
Well, we
guys,
did like those things.
you guys pillage the carcass and the bone pile a bit. Take in whatever you want. There's all kinds of bones in there that you could take if you needed more bones for some reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab at some
Make a gross soup.
either big teeth bones or perhaps some cool horn bones.
hmm There's a minotaur horn bone that's stuck into the chest that's right next to you.
I'm
You know,
gonna
a
just-
horn bone's just called a horn.
Yeah, but it would be
I
cool
like
if
to
we
call
put
it
it
a
on
horn
the.
bone.
What if we put it on the front of the good buddy?
Could be a bone horn.
Oh, let's keep the whole skull. That's such a good idea.
Send a message to any Minotaur pirates we run into. Oh, that's
Well,
messed
no, I
up.
was thinking the boneyard, but I mean, yeah, the Minotaur skull works too.
I don't think we can carry the Minotaur. We don't want to carry the boneyard skull. That thing's big.
You're
It
so
is huge.
muscly, though.
All right, quit flirting.
I mean,
Let's get out of
you're-
here.
That's true.
Yes.
just gonna
you
write
guys
down-
make your way back outside.
Big teeth and horns
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go back to the boat now.
times one each.
Yeah, I've been ready for like 3 days now. All right, 2 days, not 3 maybe, but 2 for sure.
I mean,
All
we,
right, you
we didn't
guys
find
find
any
your way back
intact boat out
outside.
here.
What's up? We haven't really explored to the east of the
North.
camp, above the beach.
Yes,
And it
you
might
have
be safer to follow along the cliffs.
You explored the knoll camp to the northwest corner and the beach that you can see on the map.
Are there? Okay, is there another trail that leads east?
I don't know if it's a trail, but
Roll a
there's-
perception check.
It does not appear blocked on our map, at any rate.
22.
Yeah, there is actually a bit of a trail in this area here, if you can see my ping, that leads along this cliff line. Of course, below about 30 to 40 feet is the beach that you'd already explored.
Should we check that
And
out?
you guys are
while we're
gonna-
out here?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay,
You first.
all right.
Wait, does anybody need a rest? Was anybody gravely wounded at all?
No, man, I feel great.
Theo got hit a couple times.
Yeah, Theo got hit,
I'm,
but his
fine now.
his icy armor
Oh yeah.
worked wonders for him.
We killed that guy.
Yeah, you had a trident.
No, don't say that. All right, so you guys head farther to the east, and as you're moving along through the mist, remember that for all intents and purposes, you can see maybe 10, possibly 15 feet in front of you as these deep, thick mists swirl about, blocking your vision. Rhunar in the lead. You make your way. I'll get Dan Virius up here too. You make your way east along the cliff's edge.
Yep.
And as you do, you see upon you as you get to, I don't know, right about here,
Yeah.
you see 8 graves, each covered in a pile of carelessly stacked rocks and set with a crumbling wooden marker. The stones of one grave, this one here, have been scattered about the clearing.
Are there any readable, like, inscriptions, like any kind of tombstones or markers?
Yeah, you walk up to the closest marker and you take a look.
Yeah.
And it is so worn and weathered from wind and rain and sand, perhaps buffeting it in these windstorms, that you see no legible inscriptions or carvings.
Looking around, is there any noticeable sign of travel in this area? Specifically, like recent travel, I guess. You know, like
Recent travel, roll a survival check for me. And do you have an
Yes.
aura of something activated?
oh, that's just 10 feet, so I know how far I can see in
Oh,
the mist.
got it. Okay.
If it's
Smart.
if it's weird on the oh, it is.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I was just curious what it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, I just
what it was,
put that
but-
up when you said that. I was like,
So that's
oh,
about
yeah,
how
I
far
do
you can
that.
see. Yep, you
Yeah.
can see about that far. Good call.
If that's bothersome for the stream part, I can remove it.
I like it.
The 16 on a survival roll.
Yeah, there are tracks and trampled ground all around this area. There are more recent tracks as you move farther east from where your position is right there, maybe another 15 to 20 feet to the east. You find that about the graves, there are additional, more recent tracks, specifically in and about the grave sites.
Like somebody has walked on top of them, or somebody
has been
walked out of
walking
them.
about. It looks like people or somebody or something or multiple things have been trampling down the vegetation around these 8 stone markers, these grave sites.
And you said one of the grave sites, the stones have all been scattered?
The one just to the north of you, the stones have been scattered, whereas the rest of them seem to be relatively uniform, but they seem to all have been carelessly stacked in the first place.
Danvarius, what do you make of these tracks?
Yeah, I'll look about here. Give me a second.
What do your elf eyes see? I know he's not an elf, but
That's
I know.
that's mine.
I know, yeah. What do your half elf eyes see, Theo?
They see a half dumbass.
Hey,
Easy
come
now.
on, man.
It's Dumas.
Oh, were they?
Oh,
you
I
talking about
apologize.
Danvarius?
My accent is terrible.
Danvarius looks about and he's not sure. Lots of activity around here. Scraping, look at this. And he kind of moves over to the one that Theo's standing next to, and he points down, Theo, at some scratches in the dirt around the stones and some fresh digging. If you look close, you can see that it's turned up some damp earth below the twigs and branches and grasses that grow there. This looks recent.
Yep.
I do not like when the dead crawl out of their holes. Theo says as he begins kind of piling the rocks back on.
Ooh, I'll help him.
Do they do these tracks while they're kind of doing this? Do these tracks like come and go? Like, is there like, hey, this is where they came from, or hey, this is where they went?
What is your? Hold on. Roll an investigation check as you dig in a little bit deeper.
All right. Yeah, 22.
You look down at where Danvarius is pointing to the tracks and the upturned earth, and you kind of follow. You pick out a bit of fresh scrape, and you turn around, and behind you in the mist to the east, you see a cowering figure hunched behind a tree. There's a tree right here, and there is a figure behind that tree.
Like hardly 5 feet from me.
Yep, within like about 7 feet away from you, just on the other side of that square. So 1 square over from where you are.
Okay. Am I able to make out anything? Like, is it like a human or a gnoll?
It looks to be humanoid shaped, but you can't tell. It's hunched down. It's still foggy, but you can see it from where you are.
Yeah. I will say, boys, we're not alone here. And then I'll say, hello there. To this figure.
You see a little bit of a shuffling, some movement, and you see this man start to run.
Hey,
I'm back.
we're not
I'm not
here
gonna hurt you.
Theo will give chase.
The cliff is over there. Be careful.
Ah! Everyone falls
Theo,
off the
roll.
cliff.
Let's just do this. Roll a roll an athletics check for me against
I'm
an
an
athletics
athlete, not an
check.
athlete.
That's all right. I rolled a 5.
I also lied about that.
Yeah, you're able to catch him right here. You kind of tackle him, grab him by the cuff, and he stops. You let me go! What is this? What's the meaning of this?
I don't know. We were going to ask you.
You're going to kill me too, just
No!
like the rest.
No, we want to know what is going on, my friend. Calm. We are confused and just got here.
Roll a persuasion check.
Only an 18.
You can see that his rapid breathing starts to fade, and he's not struggling against you. He kind of catches his breath.
Who are you?
Who are you? Why? My name is Fen. They're all dead. Everybody's dead.
Hello, Finn. My name is Theo. The muscly one is Tenoch. This is Captain Deg. Who all is dead?
Everyone! All of them!
Okay. Did you arrive here with your crew after being shipwrecked?
Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm the last of them.
How long have you been here?
I don't recall. It's been some time.
Theo pulls out a water skin and hands it to him.
I imagine it's hard to tell days in here.
It's terrifying. There are creatures, ghouls, and other dangerous things.
I'll give him a bit of rations from my pack.
Thank you. You can see that he's starting to calm. Where did you come from? Oh, God, this is good. He eats it ravenously, the food that you gave him. He drinks the water skin as fast as he can.
We didn't come from
Drinking it
the coast
down.
here. We came overland.
Why would you come here?
Well, we're...
The Cove.
Have you seen any gnolls around here?
Knowles, you say?
Yeah, you know. Big.
Why is it that you're
ugly.
here again? Hunting Knowles?
Yeah, basically. We heard there was a
Andrea's kinda
shipwreck
steps
of
in.
them. A whole shipload full of them that wrecked here. We took out their camp, and we came here looking for any other survivors or their ship.
It's true. There was a wreck. There have been many wrecks here. The Knolls were one of the recent casualties, but they're either dead or have left, headed inland perhaps to find rescue or supplies, or I know not, other than I've seen the others die. Their camp to the west, abandoned. This is a dangerous place.
Why haven't you left?
I cannot seem to find my way. But I have accepted my fate.
Are these your graves over here? Did you bury these people?
No,
They were
these
here already?
graves were here. I have heard voices coming from them. Voices all around.
How long have you been here?
A long time. A long, long time. Do you have more food, drink, anything? Help me.
I'll give him a few more of my rations.
Oh, thank you,
Or another-
kind man. You are a gentleman. You do not intend to hurt me then. I can see that in your eyes. Have you come for the treasure?
All the
Like the
gold in the cave?
Like the treasure in the cave?
What's this about a treasure now?
Treasure in the... I don't know the cave you speak of. Is it nearby here?
Yes, it
Cave
is.
of treasures?
What treasure are you talking about?
It's not I that talk about the treasure. It's the
Well, you
treasure that talks to me. Have you not heard?
No.
There is treasure. You are here for it, are you not?
Technically, again, we were here to kill the gnolls, which seems to have been taken care of for us already.
Knolls?
Yes.
There's no Knolls here.
That much is obvious.
In which case, we were going to try and leave. Because we can't be sure what's causing this strange fog.
It's cursed. This place is cursed.
It
And
is
what
very
houses
strange.
this curse?
There is something unnatural. Every so often another ship crashes on the beaches below. I have been lucky to be spared, but life is more terrifying than death. But the gold, the riches, the treasure, I seek it. Do you not seek it?
Is the treasure the thing that the voices tell you about in the mist?
There is a map. That is all I know. A map. Somewhere. I've got to find the map. He kind of gets up.
What ship were you on?
Ship. Yes, I came here on a ship long ago. As he gets up, you can see that the clothes on him hang sort of unnaturally. He's gaunt, and he doesn't have a whole lot of a shape to him. You get the sense that he is malnourished, and that he's perhaps been here for some time.
Teeth falling out, that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, he's all scurvied up.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone loves scurvy.
Well, if you must leave, wish I could give you advice on which way to go. But I must find the treasure. That is why I'm here. That's why we came here. That's why our ship sought to land here. Treasure. There's a map.
What was the name of your ship?
My ship. My ship. That's funny. I do not recall. I have a hard time remembering things. I apologize. He kind of starts to weep a little bit. You can see maybe a tear running down the side of his face. I don't know. I cannot answer you.
You said something about a map. Where is this map? Do you have it?
I've looked everywhere except here. And the graves. Maybe it's buried with one of these unfortunate souls. We must find the map. I must find the map, the treasure.
What do you guys think?
Nope. No.
Captain, can I talk to you and the rest of the crew over there?
Sure. Hey, just take a seat for a minute. We're going to talk. Enjoy your food. We'll be right here.
I'll keep an eye on him, fellas. And Dan
All right.
Virius will stick close to him while you have a conference.
Good call. And once they're just a little bit away, Theo drops his voice and goes, "If we're lucky, he's just been driven mad by the mists. If we're not lucky, he's some sort of damned soul. I want to think we could try and get him out of here, but I think we would probably have to tie him up and carry him, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea either way."
Well,
He certainly wouldn't survive the journey through the jungle.
we could always flip a coin and, if it's heads, we take him with us. If it's tails, we throw him off the cliff.
We could
We're
just
not throwing
ask
him
him.
off the cliff.
We could just ask him if he wants to leave.
I am willing to bet you a small sum of money that we know what the answer is going to be when we ask him if he wants to leave. Also, let's be 100% honest here. I'm not sure if we're going to have that much success getting out of here, given the effect of the mist when we walked in and the three of you got a little crazy. I don't know if that means we're all going to go a little crazy trying to get out.
Well, do you think it's the mists, or do you think there's actually a treasure around here?
I think if there's a treasure, we found it.
Yep. Check it out. And I'll take out the painting, the 2-foot painting of the beautiful woman.
Yes,
Got it right
those
here, guys.
bosoms are a
Where
treasure
did you
to
even
behold.
get
Yes.
that? Where did that come
It
from?
was in one of the chests. You guys were with me. You guys were literally
just
on
now.
You're just walking around with that.
He's just got it
Yeah.
under his arm.
It's in my bag of holding. I tuck it in.
Oh yeah, the bag of holding.
Yeah.
The real problem is going to be if we can't walk out of the mist, we need to somehow undo what's causing it.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
man.
worried.
I haven't
we
seen
haven't
anything
We're gonna be
around here that
trapped
might
here
indicate that.
forever.
No, we won't be trapped here forever. Eventually we die. But that's really not the point. The point is I don't like either of those options.
Yeah, but if we die, obviously we're gonna get buried under a tiny little pile of stones like all these people did, and then we're gonna wake up dead, and we're gonna be like crawling around looking for other people to eat, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, let's go check out the mist. Let's go find a bunch of treasure." And we're gonna be like eating their bodies. We're gonna be trapped here forever. Like, this sucks. Let's get the heck out of here.
I mean, but at least we'll have a constant food source.
That's true. That is very true.
I am terrified by the fact that you are all making a terrible form of sense. Yes, let's try to
Pragmatic.
get out of here.
Yep. And you know, if he doesn't want to come with us, screw him. Let's leave him here. We don't need him. What's he gonna offer? Like lice? I don't need lice.
Well, we could just try and save this man from a hellish existence. Like,
He's like
reasonable people.
90,000 years old. He's gonna die any day now. Like, we're gonna get him halfway to cyber, and then we're gonna have to drag his body there, and it's gonna be really complicated.
I thought you were a doctor. Where's your compassion?
I'm a terrible doctor.
He's a foot doctor.
I'm not a foot doctor.
You seem to be a foot doctor. Let's try and get the hell out of here. Let's try that first, huh?
What was his name again? Did
I-
I catch his name?
Old man.
He never said his name.
What's your name, friend? I'm gonna walk
Fen.
up to him.
He did say his name.
Fen, that's right.
You'll help me then. You'll help me
Fen,
find this treasure.
Fen,
Where
we
do
don't need treasure.
We have all the treasure a man needs. We have
I need
each
the
other.
treasure. You don't understand. I need it.
Why do you need the treasure?
You will help me find the treasure.
Don't talk to me like that.
Is there perhaps a nice house around here?
Where have you been living? You just live in this bush over here?
I live here in the Cove. This is
The beach?
my home. Until I find the treasure. That's all I want.
Don't you want to get out of here, though? Get away
Yes,
from
of
this
course.
mist?
Yes, of course, but not until I found the treasure. Don't you understand me?
I understand.
We do.
Treasure is everything.
Well, where is it? If you can't find it,
I need
maybe
the
you
map.
should leave, reorganize, and come back another time with more people, with equipment, another boat.
Roll a persuasion check.
Live to fight another day.
I'm going to roll a stubborn check. Contested against stubbornness.
Oh,
I rolled a
3.
natural 20.
3.
Natural 20. He is not moved. No. I must stay. I must find this treasure. You must help me. You must help me.
Help you with what? You have nothing. You don't have a map. You're just rambling, man. How are we going to help you?
We must find the map. Do you not understand what I'm telling you? You can see that he's starting to get angry.
What do you know about where it's located?
This is futile. Leave if you must, then. I will find it myself. I will find the treasure. It's here. I know it's here. I know it.
Guys,
should we continue on to the east?
what if we crazy idea. I'm gonna pull someone aside, pull him away from him so he can't hear me. I'm gonna whisper. I don't know who's gonna come with me. I'm gonna just try and grab one of you.
Maybe.
Well, pick one. Who are you grabbing?
Tenoch, you're closest to me. Pulling
Okay.
him over to me.
All right.
Tenoch. What if we take some of our money and we just bury it over there somewhere? And then we say, "Oh, we found the treasure." And we give it to him.
I mean, we could just bring him over to the cave.
Nah, I hate going in that place. It
We don't
smells
have
funny.
to go inside. We can just. Hey, here's this cave. There's is this the treasure? And then fucking just push him in there.
Yeah, but then he's gonna want to like bring us in, and then he's gonna like, talk about stuff. Let's just bury a little bit of our money, and then we'll be like, we found the treasure, and he can dig it up and have some money, and then we drag him out of here.
I could bury this fine dulcimer.
Do it, do it, do it.
That's right. We
Wait,
have a
no, that's a
dulcimer.
nice. That's super nice.
Maybe if
treasure
you play
was
it for him,
music.
he'll chill out a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
That's right.
Fen, what can you tell me about this treasure? What's in it? What's so big about this? Was it a
All
few
right.
coins or what?
Do it. Do it.
It's the biggest treasure. It's the most valuable. It's the most important. I've got to find it. If you don't
How did
intend
it
to help
get
me,
here?
this conversation is worthless.
How did it get here, though? We're in the middle of nowhere. Is it from one of these ships?
Well, yes, of course it is. You fool. It's pirate treasure. It's all over.
Oh, we
We've
already
just got
found
to
that.
find it. We've got to find the map.
Like I said, just bring him to the cave.
All right. Let's just bring him to the cave.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll show him what we found.
Tell him
If
it's
he
the
still wants
bottom
to
of
stay,
that hole.
It's in the water.
something's down there.
Just swim down there and get it.
I've watched
So-
enough Tomb Raider, played enough Tomb Raider.
You guys are
games, so
going
that-
to guide him back to the cave.
Is there any other kind of trail to the east here, Dave, that I
Yeah,
can notice?
there is. Yep, there's a trail that continues to the east. And as you get over to the edge there, you can see that there is a kind of a raging creek that cuts through the bedrock. And there's a waterfall that plunges 40 feet down into
nice.
the cove.
Oh, so picturesque.
Dude's actually retired here, and he's trying to drive everyone away from his fucking retirement home. Jesus.
He's got to find his IRA money. He doesn't remember where he put his pension.
He's aggressive for his retirement. Yeah.
He's sitting on some nice.
No, this is
short
how he keeps people away
property.
from his really nice spot. He does the whole
Yeah.
crazy treasure act. Everyone loses interest and just wanders off, and then he just goes back to sipping mimosas on the beach.
This is definitely a mimosa kind of place. All right, so what are you guys going to do? You're going to take him back to the cave? You're going to make a different plan? What are you thinking? You're going to you're going to try to fool him with some buried treasure? Got some options on the table here.
I said we bring
You
him
know-
to the cave.
All right, we have one vote for cave.
It is a treasure. Fake.
want
as it
to
may be.
push him off the cliff.
We're not going to
Okay.
push him off the cliff.
That's one vote for push him off the cliff.
Okay.
I vote cave.
Yeah, cave. Let's just bring him back to the cave,
All
see
right.
what he thinks.
Simon
All
Cowell
right.
shows up
So
and X's it.
you guys usher him back against his will. He's kind of like confused, and he gets kind of combative and argumentative with you as you drag him and usher him back to the south past the camp, and you bring him to the cave mouth. And what do you intend to do to me now? What is this?
This is
Okay.
a place where pirates would bury treasure.
It's dark, but
Here, there's a.
Here's
we
a
had couple
torch.
torches.
Yeah, here's a torch.
Earlier.
Here's a torch, man.
he grabs the torch.
It's right down that way at the bottom of that hole of water.
No,
Just-
it is
no.
not. Stick to your
Keep
left.
just keep to the left. Go through the skinny little section. Don't get eaten by anything.
You
made
see
out of
a
bone.
big toothless grin on his face as he kind of turns to you with kind of a last glance. The treasure will be mine. Yes, yes. And he disappears into the darkness with the torch.
Let's
And he
leave
watches
now.
the glow
yeah, let's
disappears.
cave it in. Let's cave it
No, we're leaving.
in. Oh, okay. I mean, whatever. I mean, yeah, I really just don't care. Like this guy.
Let's leave. Come
I
on.
don't
He's
feel
freaking
super
me
great
out.
about that, but it's not like we're gonna get much out of it.
Well, now, I mean, if well,
He was. I don't know. I thought it was
Theo
making a lot of sense
begins
there.
walking back the way they back towards the cliffs.
sweet, we gave him. We gave him. Let's leave some food for him at least. And I'll reach into my bag. I'll pull out like two 2 little bundles of food that I harvested from Muradu,
Okay.
and I'll leave them wrapped up at the mouth of the cave.
Do we want to keep exploring here, or do we want to leave?
My thought is, if we follow the shore that direction, it will get us out one way or the other, and it
To
will at
the
least get us
east.
to the edge of the mist.
Or
Yeah.
we'll find the treasure.
So do we want to keep going to the east?
Yeah,
Can we cross that little chasm that I saw, Dave? That little river?
the crick.
Yeah, it's well, as you go back, you guys make your way back over there, and you take a look at it, inspect it. It's at its narrowest, it's less than 5 feet across. You guys can easily jump across it and get to the other side. That's not a
Nice.
problem at all.
Nice. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go back along the
Cool.
shore.
So you're back along the shore. You guys jump across to the other side.
Ye-
Nicely done.
Wait, that old man's still there.
Hey, the treasure!
He's following us.
No, he's definitely in the cave right now. So you guys get to the opposite side, and you see that the cliffs continue to drop down to a relatively calm pool below, but this water that's flowing through this crack in the bedrock is raging pretty hard. And you guys follow the coastline, the cliff line, as it were, and you make your way farther to the east. And let me pull down this.
Pull back the curtain.
Pull back the old curtain on this thing.
Ooh.
As you make your way along the edge of the cliffs, you see that there is another ladder, rickety old ladder that drops down to a platform on the almost directly opposite. Well, it's hard for you to tell again because you can't see all the way across. But anyways, nonetheless, it drops down about 10, 15 feet to a platform.
If we were to go past it, is it just turn into like rough? Like, is there still more trail going to like the southeast?
As you get to this other side, it is much more rough rockiness. There's less vegetation. It's more exposed probably to the wind, perhaps to big wave action. There is there are some different game trails, but not as prevalent as you saw on the west side of that creek, that river that ran through there.
Another ladder.
Let's
Check it
climb
out.
down it.
Careful. We'll use rope to help each other go up and down.
Guys, I bet that's where the treasure is.
Probably.
We gotta find this treasure.
Do you think it's a trap?
Byron has
Yeah,
been overcome
I do.
with treasure fever. You make your way down onto this platform, guys, and you see a old campfire ring that is not been used in a long, long time. There is really no old wood or vegetation. It's just a circle of rocks that you can barely make out as a fire ring. And you look to the south, and you can see that there is the platform, this sort of precipice continues, and there is another ladder at the southern end that leads down. Another rickety ladder. You also, as you get to right about here, Tenoch, on that little peak, that little point, you see a ship. You see a ship that is kind of, it's shrouded in mist, but you can tell that it is a shipwreck. It is not moving with the waves. It is stationary.
Rhunar, Captain,
I want to check this out.
there's a ship here. I think, or at least a piece of one. It's hard to tell in this mist.
Yeah, we should take a look. This could be their ship. Did Theo and Byron come down too?
No.
No way. Nope.
No, but Dan Virius is right behind you.
Hey guys,
Crikey. It is a shipwreck.
we
go-
found something.
I'll go back to the ladder.
Oh no, the mist are speaking in the voice of Tenoch now.
We found a ship down here.
Kill Byron.
I think we
Take
should check
the
it
heard
out.
treasure for yourself.
Don't do it.
Kitty.
The mist is having a crisis of identity now. It's telling you to both do it and don't do it.
So
right,
Rhunar appears. Hey, Rhunar.
There's a ship down here. I think we should check it out. It could be the one we're looking for.
I want to be. I would like to be on the record, Captain, as saying that I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, I mean, this whole area is messed up. You know.
I just wanted to say it out loud. Theo says as he kind of just shimmies down the cliff.
You guys
Just had
got
to get it off
something
his
better to
chest.
do.
Yes,
I mean, there is
drinking,
that distillery tour. That distillery
women,
tour we got to go on.
maybe men.
true.
I mean, there's a lot of better things to be doing.
Comfortable bed. All right. Well, we won't stay long, but we came all this way.
As the rest of you join Tenoch and Danverius on the edge of this lower platform, you see, of course, the ladder rickety heading down to a sandy beach that you can just barely make out, and you can just barely pick up through the mists the ship that Rhunar was telling you about. It's maybe 10 to 15 feet off of the cliff face and about the same off of the beach below, from what you can tell. But again, it's very thick, obscured vision because of the thick mists.
Am I able to make out anything
Not from there.
about
There's
the ship at all?
no.
No.
You
You
probably
see the shape.
you
a dark
see
shape in the
wreckage.
mist.
Yep, you see wreckage that juts out of the water. So I mean, you ascertain that it's a ship, but other than that, you can't even really tell the type of ship it is.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to go down to the beach and try to get a closer look.
That makes sense.
And even from the beach, Rhunar, it's really hard to tell. You do get a little bit better perspective of the size of the ship, but you can just barely make out the lines of the hull. You can't see you can't see the rigging or anything from there. You can't really see past the edge of the ship itself.
All right. Well, I'm going to make sure I got my helmet on. And I'm going to wade out to the boat.
Okay.
How deep
Captain,
is the
what are you
water
doing?
under?
As you
alright.
swim out,
Just
you
taking a
see
look.
that the water drops off. The beach drops pretty sharp down to the hull of the ship, and it's probably 15 feet deep at the hull. So based on your marine background, you would guess that it slammed up against the shoreline pretty hard to get jammed that far up into this cove. The cove itself in this area that you're swimming in doesn't appear to be super deep. 15, maybe 20 feet at the deepest. You swim up to the side of the hull and you can see that it is beaten and broken. Pieces of it are hardly even nailed to the side of the ship anymore. The wind and wave action having done a pretty good number on the construction, the wooden construction of the hull. And there is some rigging floating in the water, some lashing and some fabric and ropes and that sort of thing that you kind of have to be a little bit careful of.
Yeah, can I dunk myself underwater and just give a good look around to see if I can kind of find the best way for someone to come out without getting tangled up or getting chomped on by some creature?
Tell me about this helmet that you have,
Okay.
so that we can all remember.
Sorry, I gotta find it myself.
I know it gives you like underwater swimming. Your speed is equal to your normal speed.
Helm of one underwater action.
Yeah.
While wearing this brass helmet, you can breathe underwater and gain dark vision with a range of 60 feet. And my swimming speed is 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. You're easily able to navigate around the debris, which there is a fair amount of. And you swim a little bit south of where you are, so you're kind of doing a full investigation.
Yeah.
As you get to about here, I don't know how far you want to go from the beach.
That's
but
probably good. Yeah.
You get there and you can see that the ship starts to plunge underneath the water, like right in this area.
Okay. All right.
And while you're doing that, Byron, what are you doing?
You know, Byron's gonna have watched them all climb down the ladder and then kind of like looked out at all of this, at the smoke, and like looked back at all the smoke behind him. Well, mist, and kind of sat down, put his legs over the edge of the cliff, and he's gonna take out his book of magic practice and arcane practice and all that. He's just gonna like flip through a few pages, maybe light a candle, and just chill, read a little bit. He's not really feeling like delving for a bunch of wood, crashed, not actually existent treasure.
The ultimate skeptic.
No more traps for Byron today.
All right.
Nope, just being bait.
Suit yourself, pal. All right. Roll an Arcana check for me.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Is that a 14?
It
That's
is.
a 14.
It's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah, you're pretty impressed with yourself. This book is starting to make more and more sense. You know, you've spent a lot of time with it now, and you have a little bit of a sense of confidence after your interaction with Undama Ilusi, and so you're picking up on some of the nuances that perhaps you hadn't picked up on before.
Nice. I'm probably not as magical as Theo right now, or Tenoch, but I certainly feel confident as them.
No one is as magical as Tenoch.
That's true.
No, that was pretty magical.
Speaking of Tenoch, Theo, what are you doing? You and Dan Various doing?
Wait. Oh, Theo and Dan Various.
Yep. Yeah, I pulled a fast one on you.
We're just kind of in Overwatch, watching out for this. Just Theo's kind of watching and listening and just keeping his own counsel. He's not doing anything interesting right now.
Roll a perception check with disadvantage because of the mists. Or you can use an advantage to make it a straight roll.
But don't I get advantage for being awesome and elfy?
I don't think so. I want to say yes, but I can't.
Nope, that's okay. Both rolls were crap, so I don't feel so bad. That's a 7.
All right. The one thing you do pick up on is Dan Various is very nervous, and he's kind of pacing around a little bit. Tenoch, what are you doing while Rhunar is gone for a swim? A bit of a swim.
I'm just trying to keep an eye on, as best I can, on like the ship where Rhunar may or may not be.
Okay.
Trying to keep an eye on the beach, on the water, make sure if anything is gonna pop up or be weird, I'm gonna be able to see it as best I can, which isn't great.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me at disadvantage.
All right.
Because the old mists.
6.
Okay.
I don't
Rhunar.
see Rhunar get swallowed by a whale.
You do not. Yeah, you do not see Rhunar at this point, and the mists kind of swirl about. It's very disorienting where you are. 1 second you can see the hull of the ship, the next second it's gone, and you don't know if your eyes are playing tricks on you or what's going on. But you definitely are having a hard time keeping track of Rhunar as he is below the surface of the water. Rhunar, you do eventually make it to if you want, you can get closer to the ship and you can get up next to the hull. As you do, you make out an inscription on the side of the hull.
The good buddy.
That would have been cooler. That would have been really fucking cool. I should have thought of that. I did not think of that.
You didn't have to stop me. You could have just said yes.
Nope, because that's not what it is. It is, you see it, you make it out. It is Yi Nogu's Fury. Roll a religion check for me.
Inogu's Fury?
Mm-hmm.
Religion. 15.
Let's see. Let me ask you this: would Rhunar have been around or fought gnolls in previous battles in his backstory as a member of the Marines? Do you think?
I would imagine so if they were commonly hired by the pirates.
All right.
Or sea
So
princes.
13 was right on the border. So what I'll do is I'll tell you this: you recognize Yinogu as a deity worshipped by gnolls, a demon lord, and that's about all you know. But you do pick up at this point that this probably is the gnoll ship, and
Right.
we're gonna find out what you guys do next after this break, because Dave needs a bio break, and I'm thinking the rest of us do too. So
Yeah.
we'll come back in 10 minutes, and we'll find out what Rhunar decides to do as he's splashing about. We'll see you folks in just a
Splash.
couple.
Doggy.
Bye. Somebody already rolled initiative, and we haven't even gotten back to the stream yet. Oh,
What
that's
is
called
going on?
efficiency. That is called efficiency. I like it. Okay, gentlemen. Rhunar's swimming about the wreckage. Rhunar, I would like you to... did you already roll a perception check?
No. Well,
Roll a perception
maybe
check for me.
earlier.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. $17.
Okay. You're looking around, and you're examining. You see Yinogu's fury sort of eroding and fading, but definitely legible on the side of this shipwreck. And as you kind of look around and you swim about, I need you to roll initiative as you see a shark appear from the depths.
Oh. Sharknado.
A shark?
Ooh,
I think that
rolled
shark
a
is going
natural
first.
20.
Oh no.
And Theo, you have an initiative on the board, but you probably don't see any of this happening. So,
No, but I've got it rolled in case I need it.
in case you need it, I like it. Okay, Rhunar, like I said, you are looking about, and suddenly the shark appears and it starts swimming right at you, and it is going to take a bite.
Out of crime.
Pretty much.
Rhunar is crime, for the record.
It bites at you, but you're able to bash it away. But unfortunately, you didn't see that there was a buddy that swims up around from behind you. And is going to attack you as well with a bite.
How to make sharks more interesting. Give them levels of rogue.
21 to bite for 10 piercing damage. It bites into your calf, and blood starts to spill into the water, and you see like sort of this red hue of the water change before your eyes as you feel the bite in your calf. It is your turn, Rhunar.
All right. How is the side of the ship? Is it look like something I can scale up and get out of the water?
You could certainly try. Where you are would be a little bit difficult, so it'll be a higher DC if you were able to get past the shark and get over to this spot, for example. I don't know if you can see my ping, but you would be able to get on without even having to roll.
Oh, down below.
Yep, you'd have to get to the other square just south of the shark, and you'd be able to get on. Otherwise, I need you to roll a athletics check.
I'm gonna just yell, "Ah, sharks!" And I'm gonna pull my scimitar and attack this one to my south.
Which comes
Okay,
out as...
so do you surface to yell?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't understand that. I thought I was at the surface, but because I was reading the sign.
You're sure. Okay, you yell and you attack. Go ahead.
Yeah. I will. Okay. Yeah. All right. $20. Minus
Very
that
nice.
Actually, I'm going to use that superiority die.
Okay.
To make that
Which one are you attacking?
The one to my south.
Okay. So a total of 12.
And I'm going to force... for a total, it gets added to the damage. And then he will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Sharks are known for their wisdom.
I'm hoping they're not.
It's true.
Nope,
They are not.
They are not.
The
Okay,
wise
so
man
he
of the
is
sea.
frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Very nice.
Did you scare the shark?
Scared the shark out of that shark.
And then I'm going to turn around and attack the other one with my extra attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to use one of my advantages for this one. $26 for 12
Nice.
slashing.
That is going to hit for sure. Okay.
And I didn't mean to roll that extra 1 on that superiority dice. I turned them
That's
off now.
right. Anything else, Rhunar, from you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm all alone out here. I'm going to use my action surge to
You
attack
are
that
alone.
shark. The one I just hit again. So I get 2 more attacks with that?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. Okay.
However many
you get to
attacks
take
you
the
get with your
attack action. Yep,
Okay.
you get an additional attack action, which means you get 2, because every time you take an attack action, you get an extra attack.
Yep. All right.
And Tenoch, I will go ahead and roll a perception check.
Sure.
Just a straight roll this time, no disadvantage.
Okay, that was a 23 for 10
Oh, yeah.
slashing.
That hits.
I'm sorry. Did you say you're alone in the dark?
That was the one to
Stop
the.
it.
That was the one to the north of you. Rhunar?
Yeah, that was
Okay, and you have
That
one
same
more
one.
attack.
Yep. I'm going to keep attacking that one. to
Blood.
my
There's
north.
just blood everywhere in the water now.
And okay.
You
28
think you
for
found
8 more
Noah's
slashing.
Ark?
All right, that was the same one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that the body goes limp as it starts to just float, and you can hardly see if your head is underwater or if you get any of the water in your mouth. It's kind of salty, but it's also got this iron flavor to it, and there's just blood everywhere and shark flesh floating, cartilage floating about, almost like you're in a soup, a salty soup.
Shark fin
A
soup?
shark soup?
Shark fin soup, but there is one shark behind you still.
Yes, he's frightened of me though.
He is frightened of you. So on his turn, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so on his turn, he is going to move away from you. Can't willingly move closer. It does not have to actually move away from you. Okay.
And then he has, doesn't he have disadvantage
He has
on his attack
disadvantage.
rolls?
Yep, he's going to attack you with a bite with disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh, a 19?
That was with disadvantage.
It was. I rolled two 19s.
Son
That's
of a-
crazy.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
6
So you
piercing.
take 6 piercing damage as it bites into you. You're very surprised as that happens.
Angry shark.
I need Byron to roll, and I need you to get in the initiative, sir.
Byron? Should I roll initiative? What did that 5 get me?
You can hear, you definitely heard Rhunar yell out that there were sharks, but you can't really make out where he is. You can see a bit of splashing, but it's hard to say.
Okay.
I rolled a 22. I am naturally faster than sharks.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what is
Byron.
Baddie? 13.
Yeah. Byron, you're so busy reading your book and studying that you don't notice it until it's too late because you didn't roll a very good perception check, and I rolled a better stealth check. But you hear
boy.
a snap of a twig behind you. And you
Nefarious.
look up and you just hear... And
Oh, great.
there is a giant, not giant in the parlance of D&D, but a large werewolf-like
Oh,
creature
fuck me.
standing above you.
I didn't realize you were
You're
that far
not take,
back.
and he just says, "You're not take our treasure, you scallywags!" And he is going to attack you.
Wait, there's a werewolf pirate now?
It's going to claw you. A couple of claw attacks.
What?
All right, this place
A 21 on the first attack for 16 slashing damage.
I will use my uncanny dodge to bring that down to 8 damage.
Okay. He swings with a second. It cuts you, but you sort of back away from it at the exact right moment, but it still scrapes into your skin and draws blood. The wolf man comes around with his other claw swinging at you, and then he pounces in for a bite. So the second claw attack is a natural 20 for a total of 22 damage, and then a bite. I rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Shut out. Oh my god.
So I do need you. Well, you take 26 additional piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC to beat is a 12.
We don't know what happened to Byron. He just disappeared into the mist.
I'll use my last advantage.
He
We
became
never saw
a
him
werewolf.
Oh, I keep
Never
forgetting
saw
to
him.
use my advantage. Animal Fantasy Vegan, I'm going to start using my advantages. I
I
apologize.
still failed.
Yep. Okay. You
all right.
took a bunch of damage, so make sure that you jot all that down.
Cool.
Theo, you hear the growl from behind you.
Wait, you're
as
Oh
you have
yeah,
any
I'm
points left?
unconscious as hell.
oh shit. You hear
gonna
this
pull.
loud growl, Theo, from behind. Let's get Dan Virius in here too.
We got a problem up here, boys.
And Tenoch, go ahead and roll initiative as well.
I did,
Okay.
I think.
It didn't show up. If you did,
I will do
Go
it.
ahead. Okay. Theo, it is your turn, sir. And then it'll be Tenoch next.
That's horrible.
Theo is going to move towards the sound.
That's weird. I can
So-
see my 13.
Oh
When
yeah,
he
you
gets
you
to
did
the-
roll a 13.
When he gets to the base of the
Keep the 9.
Okay.
take the cannoli.
No. Don't
When he
eat the
gets-
cannoli.
When he gets to the base of the ridge here, the cliff, can he see up? Can I see enormous form lumbering in the mists?
Roll a perception check. There's a slight chance. It's far enough away where it's going to be difficult. Yes.
19.
You can what you do see, you do not see any creature, but you see Byron's lifeless boot and foot kind of like hanging over the edge where he was sitting with his feet dangling over the cliff. And you start to see them unnaturally, not as if he's moving by his own accord, but they get dragged away, lifeless, from the cliff's edge.
Dash action to scramble up that there cliff.
This is what happens when you read too much, ladies and gentlemen.
And ends up
Yeah,
face to
don't
face
read.
with Big Guy, I think.
Yep, big baddie. And as you do, he looks at you and he's got Byron in one hand, and he goes, "A full meal tonight. I like it."
Motherfucker, we tried to
Split the
fucking
party.
help you. And I do not have anything as a bonus action at the moment, so I am done.
Oh, okay. Tenoch. So they're splashing about.
Do I hear any of that?
Theo is very loud.
Yes, you definitely
Okay.
hear that.
Okay. But I've also got something happening to Rhunar in the water. And he
Yep.
is closer to me. Oh boy, I don't want to do this. I'm going to wait out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see? What can I see?
You at that point you can see that there is a Rhunar in this bloody shark fin soup water, and there is a shark that's floating, lifeless, right nearby you, and there is a second shark that is thrashing about, biting at Rhunar right now.
Okay, I am going to cast Magic Missile.
Mm.
Yeah,
Otherwise known as.
Magic Missile.
Thank you. I was like, what?
I was just keeping up with
Keeping it classy over here.
Michael saying things weird. And I'm gonna cast it as a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
So that will be 4 darts. Auto
Alright.
hit.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna roll 44 here.
This is not at Rhunar, correct?
I will take off my mask and reveal that I am also a shark. No, at the shark that is alive and moving.
Yep,
So
it is
16 force damage. So
16
12 plus
damage.
4, because each bolt is D4 plus
yeah. Rhunar, you see the four splashes as these magic missiles fly in and just eviscerate the shark in front of you, and it starts to sink lifeless in the water.
1. Rhunar! Get out of the fucking water!
I'm coming.
Anything else, Tenoch?
I'm gonna step back up onto the shore.
All right,
I don't
that brings
wanna
us to
fuck around with
Rhunar.
Sharks.
Actually,
Okay.
Rhunar, it is your turn.
I'm gonna swim to shore.
Okay.
And just be like, "What's going on?"
There's something happening up the cliffs.
Okay, so that's 15. So that's my full movement, and I will use the dash action to get back up to the other terrace, and I'll just be like, "All right, let's go back up."
Cool.
All right. That brings us
a space
to...
I can stand.
Yeah, you're still on the lower level. The lower,
Yeah.
Yep. Actually, well, so I would say that the ladder is about
Oh, is that
15
extra
feet of movement.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go
So
there.
you can get to the top of the ladder.
Okay.
Byron, it is your turn, sir.
An 11.
You have succeeded. The reef sharks are gone for the moment. All right, so the baddie is going to use his free action to interact with an object, and he's going to throw Byron behind him.
What a dick.
And then he's going to kind
Everyone.
of get down. He's going to get down and look at you, Theo. I'm going to eat you both. And he's going to lunge towards you with a set of claw attacks first.
Ooh.
An 11. I'm thinking that misses. You duck out of the way, anticipating he swings at you. And a 14 with the second swing. Misses with the second swing as you dodge out of the way, and he comes in with a bite attack to try to chomp on your face. 17.
That does hit.
You do take 17 piercing, and he bites into like your shoulder area, into the meat of your shoulder, and I do need to you to make a con save for me. DC 12.
I'm gonna use an advantage.
Okay. Motherfucker, I keep forgetting about advantages.
17.
Nice.
All right, you beat it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's my 3 attacks. Dan Virius is going to race forward.
He says,
25,
"No, that's my
30.
kill."
He gets up to the top of the ladder, but not close enough to attack with his sword. But he comes up and sees this creature, and he's just like, "Oh fuck!" But he is going to take the dodge action. Let me just double check something here. Yeah,
God,
he's
that's
going
a
to take the
great
dodge
token.
action.
Yeah.
That is a great
For the werewolf?
token. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a mean looking son
Theo.
of a bitch.
he is. And you might recognize that token from a previous adventure in a different world.
Theo is going to move 5, 10, 15 to kind of skitter around the world. Actually, no, he can go all the way 20, 25, get over next to Byron. Unlimbers his big fucking magic pact weapon and is going to cut loose on this werewolf because he made the ouchies. I'm an adult, folks.
Because he made the ouchies.
Does an 18 hit?
You know, I will take a peek here and I will say, absolutely it hits.
Fine, that's fine. 9 points of slashy damage, followed by... Gonna guess a 12 doesn't hit.
Nope. You kind of dodge around him and you cut low across him, drawing blood as it kind of watches you go behind, and then it kind of steps out of the way for your second swing and you miss.
What a dick. That is all I have at the
that's
moment.
not wrong. Okay, Tenoch.
How high is this cliff?
40 feet above you.
Oh, jeez. How climbable does it look?
Just a
Probably.
quick glance. You make a quick
Yeah.
glance. Roll. It's just I guess a nature check. Why not?
All right. It doesn't look climbable, or it looks really climbable.
No, I mean you would know better. It doesn't, from your perspective, it doesn't look like it'd be safe for
Okay.
you to climb.
All right, I am going to sprint down the beach. 5, 10. I'm just kidding. I'm not going down
The other way.
Opposite direction.
I'm out of here.
10, 15. Two fucking sharks and now a werewolf. 25. And then I will dash 5. And you said the ladder is 15 feet of movement?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
25. And come up next to Rhunar. What's happening?
They're getting attacked up there. We got to get back up to the top.
I can't see anything in this pea soup.
To be fair, you did turn on that aura of pea soup. All right, Rhunar, it's your turn.
I know. That way I know that I'm doing it.
I know, I like it. Rhunar, go right ahead.
I'm gonna rush forward. 6.
Dan Virius is currently on the ladder towards the top of it, kind of blocking further advance.
So I can't get up the ladder or see up there.
You definitely can't see what's going on. You could try to get up the ladder, but you'll
We
have
did
to
drop
push
a rope.
past
Is the
Dan
rope
Virius.
still there? Right? Didn't we use a rope?
You did. There is a rope there.
I don't know what it's attached to.
I'm gonna use my dash to try to
Hey,
climb
did
up
we attach that rope to anything?
around.
The werewolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dash up and around Danverius to get to the top.
Roll a dexterity check for me.
Okay.
Just a dex check.
Roll rope use.
I don't have that non-weapon proficiency, bitch.
10.
And I'm going to roll a dex save for Dan Virius.
Was that an NWP?
He's able to hold on to the ladder as you push past him. That will take another 10 feet of action to get to the top of the ladder.
Okay, so I still have. If I took my dash, I still have 20 feet of movement.
Yes, absolutely
Okay.
right. And as you get to the top of the ladder, you see a very surprising sight. A giant werewolf fighting your friend Theo, and just beyond you, well, no, you probably can't see just beyond him because of the pea soup, but you do see a werewolf in front of you.
I'm gonna pull out my shield and step right up into this spot and hold there because I already used my action.
Got it.
But I do have
All
my
right.
shield out.
Okay, that brings us to the top of the order. This would be a really good time for me just to quickly remind anybody who's watching in the chat that we are going to be doing a giveaway. Our sponsor, CZRPG, has kindly donated a digital copy of the Ultimate Wilderness Map Pack. So if you want to enter to be in the drawing, which we'll do at the end of the stream here in just about an hour, type CZRPG into the chat, and you will be entered to win. Here, I'll show you how it's done. CZRPG. Oh, will I? CZRPG. It's harder than it looks. There we go. That will enter you to win, and we'll do a drawing at the end. Byron, you are at the top of the order, sir.
Die.
I
Ooh,
failed.
One
this
success,
time.
one failure.
I will
Okay.
bleed a little bit.
All right. So you spend some time bleeding. Meanwhile, it is the werewolf's turn. He is going to continue to attack Theo. Maybe not even paying a whole lot of attention to Rhunar coming up behind him. He's going to swing with his claws. First attack. A 15, I think, will miss.
Misses.
And a 20. The second attack will hit for 14 slashing. And he's also going to try to bite you again.
Again.
That is going to be a 20 to hit. For
Yeah.
15 piercing, and I should have said it out loud, but I did use my advantage on that one.
It's quite all right.
I got to remember to use these things. I do have 11 of them.
You do have a lot. Yeah.
That brings us to Dan Virius. Dan Virius jumps up, and he is going to start swinging with his short sword. I'm going to use advantage.
Yeah.
I got an 8. That misses, and I'm going to do it again with advantage. That's going to be better. 20 to hit, which will hit. All right. So he cuts into the back of the werewolf, and it just kind of turns and looks over its shoulder. More victuals! And you can see that it's just got rage in its eye.
Wait,
That brings
it
us
only has
to-
one eye?
Well, in the one eye that you could see. Fantasy Animal Vegan is having a bit of a crisis of conscience. Thank you so much. And all the players now have an additional advantage.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You're very nice.
Thank
Very nice
you
indeed.
so much. Once I get into this fight, I'll need it.
And just so you know, Byron, you can use those for your death saves.
I
FYI.
didn't have any left
Oh,
after
well, now
my
you do,
last
so
one.
that's good.
So I will use it.
That brings us to Theo.
Yeah! And I mean that deep down. We're gonna keep attacking this guy right now. We're gonna go after it. Use an advantage.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
very nice. So a
Since
total
I
of 23.
23 plus, I will crit. I will smite. I will eldritch smite.
Oh, yeah.
Since I crit,
Oh.
which is a 5th level spell, so that's 68 force damage, but it's a crit, so that's 12d8 force damage.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Oh, somebody else is rolling 12 dice of damage. Yes.
Oh,
And then-
my God.
Yeah,
50
you rolled like
force
I did.
damage.
50 force
Boom!
damage.
You hit this werewolf, this massive blast of damage. It kind of stumbles, and it looks back at you. And you can kind of see like a strange hesitation in its eye.
Theo just
Plural.
meets it. And just, his eyes turn that bright ice blue of the eldritch sights. Goes,
Wow.
back to the hell that spawned ye. And I'm done.
I should hope so. Tenoch.
Oh, that's fucking dope, dude.
That was
Ah.
73 damage.
That was
Good.
amazing.
Right?
Nerd
Oh, 60.
D&D.
Yes, 73.
You guys dole out a
Wow.
lot of damage when you hit.
Yeah, no
Holy shit. It's amazing.
Ugh.
All right, Tenoch.
I dash forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that doesn't do it. I wish enhance ability like gave me some ups. If you know what I'm saying. And I will dash up the ladder
Okay.
and rope. Is that another 15?
10 only on that one.
10. 15, 20. Ah! What? Who's that?
And is
that'll
that
be
the end?
it.
All right, Rhunar.
Yeah. Who's,
All right.
Who's
I'm
this
going to
guy?
attack this.
Who's
son
this
of a
guy?
bitch.
Who's this now? Let's go through his drow. He's not a werewolf.
Okay. I will attack with advantage because I have him flanked
Yes, sir.
with the sword. $22
That will
for
hit.
9 slashing.
That will definitely hit.
I'm going to expend another superiority dice.
Okay.
So that's a total of 15 slashing.
Okay.
And force him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
All right. 20.
Oh, yeah, he succeeds. So
He's
he is
easily
not frightened
scared.
of me.
No, he's not easily scared, this guy.
But I will attack him again
Yes.
with advantage. There it is. 27 for 10 slashing.
Yep. He starts to kind of crumble before you. You can see as you're hacking through him, and after the massive blow that Theo gave him, he is starting to show signs of blood and gore spilling across the stones below you.
Nice.
Okay, that's all I got.
Byron?
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
Are you using
Got a
your
9.
advantage?
Are you going to use your
Oh.
advantage?
I didn't, and I don't want to anymore.
Okay.
I
All right,
am
that's up
at
to you.
2
You can
fails.
use it if you want to. I'll
can
let
do
you use
if
it.
you want to.
Okay, I'll roll it again.
Yeah, do that. That's what you
That's
get.
almost a
That's
20,
what you
dude.
get.
No.
That's what you get for that bad attitude, man.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to take a part in this fucking swimming adventure.
I just didn't want to be like the guy who's like, oh, I totally forgot my advantage.
All right. So,
Like Dave?
yeah, I've been
Who's
forgetting
got
all the time.
11 left?
No,
To the
no, I
end.
have. To be fair, I have 9.
To be
I have
fair,
9.
9. Okay.
To be fair, he is going to make a shove attack against Danvirius with his
Oh,
paw.
no.
He's just going to go whoosh, and kind of try to smash him off the cliff.
Ah, that's fucking metal, though.
Athletics.
Like, that sucks, but that's
I'm
metal.
doing that.
Rolled a 21. So I'm gonna use an advantage for Danvirius.
Is he gonna strength athletics or dex acrobatics out of it?
He is going to Dex Acrobatics.
Nice.
He has to
Come
beat
on.
a 21,
Come on, DV.
and I'm rolling with advantage. An 18.
That's a valiant effort. I hope he can swim.
He splashes. You watch as he just gets pitched off. Rhunar.
It was an
Yeah, go
attack, wasn't directed at me. I have Sentinel and a free reaction. Fuck
Okay,
this guy.
go ahead. Yep.
Nice.
29 for 14 damage.
Tell me how you killed this guy.
Nice.
He sees Danvarius and just there's this look of just fucking uncharacteristic for Theo rage as he just sees that and without thinking just steps forward and drives the tip of Kalistani through this motherfucker's chest. And I imagine the runes just light up for a second and blue fire explodes and then it's done.
Absolutely. The eyes just go white as this burning, radiant, massive attack rips him open, and he starts to burn from the inside from your blade. And you watch, and it's like a split second, but his form disappears, and you look and you see this familiar old guy in his place, and he forms back into a human.
Son of a bitch.
Does he have gold in his pockets?
You don't know yet, but you can see that he's the treasure. You'll never get the treasure. You'll never get the treasure. And he just goes unconscious and essentially is dead in front of you.
Wow.
Immediate action after that, whenever Theo can act, is to drop and stabilize his good buddy.
Yeah, you use a charge from your medicine or healer's kit.
Actually, I'll use a potion of common healing to give him actual hit points.
There you go.
Healing.
Yep, you can do that quickly after your turn, your attack.
It's only 5 hit points, but you're back up.
Byron, you gasp for air, going towards the light, and you see your friend above you.
Holy shit.
Maybe next time, stay with the group.
Oh man, what happened? And I'll look over at the dead guy. Oh no, what happened to him?
Meanwhile, the rest of you kind of come together, and Danvarius, you Rhunar, you saw it better than any, but Danvarius got thrown off the cliff into the water.
I just saw Danvarius just go book book.
You got
Just
yeeted off the
disappear
side.
in the mists.
I'm gonna
straight yeet.
I'm gonna hook my grappling hook onto this tree that's next to the edge of the cliff and toss my rope over the side. And I'm gonna yell down, "Danvarius, swim to the rope!"
Roll a perception check, Rhunar, with disadvantage. What are the rest of you doing?
Is there any treasure down there?
What's your elfin eyes?
Too soon. Too soon.
I think I'm gonna.
Oh, not with advantage. 15.
I'm gonna kind of take a perimeter position.
Rhunar, you do not hear or see anything. You can barely see. Well, you can't even see the water because of the mists. It's like 40 feet down. You can only see about 15 feet below the ridge. Tenoch, you are doing what over there?
I'm just. I'm gonna take kind of a perimeter position and try to just kind of. I know I can't see very far, but I'm gonna try to just make sure nothing else fucking crazy is gonna come out of
Roll
the
a
woodwork.
perception check for me. Byron, roll a Constitution save for me. And Theo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my last advantage.
Is it too early for hell yeah, Theo to have
too early
noticed
for
that
hell yeah.
there's no one swimming in the cove? It looks like, or we can't tell.
You can roll a perception check with disadvantage if you care to peer over and look for your guide.
Screw that. There's a rope attached to a grappling hook already set up. Theo starts rappelling down towards the water.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Can I do athletics?
Sure.
Nice.
Because that one's trained. So it's a 23.
Yeah, you expertly descend, rappel, if you will, off with Rhunar perhaps belaying you as you make your way down to the frothing cove, the water splashing against the side of this cliff. You look about, and what perception was? Did you roll a perception? Go ahead and
Did
roll a
not.
perception with disadvantage.
Eight.
You kind of look about and you sort of reach out as you're holding on to the rope with one hand. You reach out and kind of splash, like reaching out for Danverius perhaps. And you do grab onto something and pull it in, and you have Danverius's cloak. But you do not hear him. You do not see him.
Rhunar, get down here. I don't see Danverius.
I'll start climbing down.
Climb, fucking jump.
Roll an athletics or a acrobatics.
You might have hit
Just
the
a
bottom.
big old
of it.
swan dive.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I've heard you say that you're a golden god.
Just pull a Luganus, man.
Yeah, just
You gotta
a
go
header
Luganus.
right off the. Sorry, what did you say that was? Athletics or?
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer to use.
We'll go down real acrobatic like. 24.
Yeah, you wait for Theo to come back up, I'm assuming. Or do you
Theo
not?
was to one side along the cliff.
So there's no spot to like put a foot down on solid ground whatsoever in that spot. So
Okay,
you're just
then we'll
dangling.
scroll up.
Okay, so you went back up. Rhunar, you go down.
Yeah.
And you look about as well, and you don't see anything from the You're holding onto the rope, looking about. You don't see anything.
Can I dunk myself under the water, see if I can see him?
Absolutely. Roll a perception check, just a straight roll this time, because you have your helmet on, and the mists do not obscure underwater, as far as you can tell.
Aha.
God damn it.
Oh,
Can I use an
However-
advantage?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, I'm siphoning your advantages.
I can't accept that. All right. Here we go. One more time.
Yeah, you can't accept that. Come on. There we go.
15.
You look about. First of all, you don't see Danverius. You don't see any people, but below you in the water, so you're probably like right about here.
Yeah.
As you dunk your head in, you can see that right about here in the water, there appears to be a small dinghy, the wreckage of a ship, a small dinghy and other things. You can see just barely at the bottom of this probably 20-foot pool that there is a couple of skeletal bodies near the dinghy. And then there's turbulence from the waterfall that you can't see above because of the mist, but you can see the turbulence below the water line.
So no sign of Danverius at all.
Mm-mm.
He went down, down, down. A watery ring of water.
All right. I'll come back up to the surface and just like yell for him. Just Danverius, where are you? Nothing.
He's on the beach drinking Mai Tais.
You got nothing, no response. You guys regroup eventually up at the up in this area near
Nothing
the dead.
is-
What did
is
you roll
weird up
for?
here? A
You rolled a
12.
perception check? Yeah, you don't see
Yeah.
anything strange at this
Okay.
point. Not yet, anyways. Other than this very unnatural thick mist that's everywhere. And
Right.
it's disconcerting because you can only see 10 to 15 feet at any one time in any direction. So you definitely get the sense now, especially after this encounter with this werewolf, that things could be lurking anywhere. And Byron, you
Yeah.
never even saw it coming.
No, I'm looking over at this dead guy next to me, like, what happened? What happened to this guy? Like, what?
He was a fucking werewolf.
What? Who killed him?
We did.
I
'cause
did?
We heard you screaming. Why were you sitting up here all by yourself?
I was reading. I didn't want to go down to another trap.
Yeah,
You're
we
just-
stick together.
You're hanging out in a place like this?
Dude,
Having a picnic.
wait a second. You're telling me this guy was a werewolf?
What's a
I guess
what's a
we-
werewolf?
Did I not say push him off a cliff, leave him in a cave, and bury him in a cave? This is the third trap you guys have left me to die to.
We didn't know this was
Guys.
a trap.
Hey,
God.
even better, and this is what makes it worse. We lost Danverius too.
I think you're overthinking this, Nancy
So-
Drew.
Wait, where's Danverius?
We need
He
to go
got
down
shoved
to the
off the
beach.
cliff.
We should
Oh,
go down
holy
to the
shit.
beach to see if he made it there.
Yep, we gotta
Okay,
save him.
let's go
I'm gonna
to the
just
beach.
run over the cliff.
I just went down
And
there,
I'm gonna be
Byron.
like, oh crap, I'm like really hurt. I'm not gonna dive off it.
Down
dive off of
to
that.
the beach.
Okay.
Okay. You guys head back down to the beach.
Yeah, just combing. I'm gonna just stick to this edge to just see if I see any sign of Danverius below. No, it's
All right.
long
Yep.
shot.
Roll
but-
a perception check with disadvantage as you do so. You guys easily make it back down to the beach. Very similar scene. You can, if you get close or just a little bit into the water, for example, like in here, you'd be
Well-
able to see the edge of the ship, Inogu's Fury, as it sits stationary, beached. With a 12, you don't pick out any calls for help. You can't see anything from up on the ridgeline. You can't see the water even from up there because of the thick mists. No sign of Danverius.
I'm gonna do a little of this, and then pull out a leaf and cast sending,
Okay.
and I will craft a little bird as I do, and I will send a message to Danverius. Danverius, are you alive? Where are you? We can't find you. What's a fucking werewolf? You can respond to this message.
Couple minutes pass and you hear this heavy breathing. I don't know where I'm at. I'm alive, I think. Crikey. Mate, where are you? Shit. Oh shit, there's sharks. I got it. Oh my god. And then it cuts off.
All right. I will. Yeah. Rhunar. He's in the water. There's sharks.
All right,
You gotta go find him.
all right. I will start swimming out and dunk my head down below and see if I can see him struggling with sharks anywhere near here.
He doesn't
Where
know
you
where he
are,
is.
you do not see Danverius. You do not see any sharks. You do see the hull of the ship that I've mentioned, and you see that the pool of water heads to the west. The current kind of pushing inwards right now. You can see that there are coral reefs below the waterline, brightly colored. There are fish swimming about.
So the current could have potentially pushed him west.
Roll a nature check for me.
Okay. No, not advantage. 5. Or that was disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, you just being a Marine and having a background, you would guess that the current could push him. But right here, it's hard to tell which way he would have been pushed because the waves are coming in and they're kind of refracting off the side of the ship. They're splashing on the beach to the west, but they're also moving in farther to the north. And then there's sort of like the retraction of the waves going out to the south. So it's very confusing, this tight little channel between the ship and the beach.
All right.
You don't get a clear vision of like where his body would have been pushed. I guess that's
have
the
an idea.
shorter answer to your question.
I do have a slight idea.
I can't
no
see
idea.
him.
I will. Rhunar, stay nearby. Theo, come with me, and I'm gonna
Okay.
make my way back up not all the way up, but I think just to the base of this second ladder here. And I would like to cast. I will say, Theo, watch for any of these werewolves. And I will cast Arcane Eye.
Hell yeah.
And I will create an invisible. Although if we're invisible, it would probably look like a tiger's eye, perhaps. An invisible magical eye that has dark vision, normal vision, and dark vision, can see out to 30 feet. Of course, there's a fucking mist that's ridiculous, but there's nothing I can do about that. And I will just kind of send it down to the water, and just try to have it move out, to the west, to the left, and hope that I can find him. I don't know if I can, but it's what I got.
Okay, that's going to take some time, right?
Yep.
To sort of scour, and you're keeping it above the surface of the water or below?
Above, so it'll be like just above
Okay.
the water,
Got
maybe
it.
like a foot above the water to give me the
Okay.
maximum kind of sight line at water's level.
Yep, and you see a turbulent cove the farther you get to the west, especially near what you can see as the splash pool of the waterfall. There's a lot of activity there. There are various debris floating about in this cove, barrels, crates, just like planks and all kinds of like kelp covered wooden structures that are just kind of floating about, wreckage. It'll take you some time. So let's see here. Go ahead and roll a perception check. It has normal vision and dark vision up to 30. It'll be at disadvantage.
Okay, I will use an advantage.
Okay, so just a straight roll. This is going to take some time. So what are Theo? What are you doing as he's
Keeping watch.
Okay, you're keeping watch. Roll a perception check with disadvantage. Rhunar and Byron, what are you doing down at the beach?
As soon as I get to where I'm at right now, I'm gonna start yelling, "Guys, there's a boat over here! There's a boat over here, guys!"
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna start swimming to try and climb up on it.
No. Can I interfere in this immediately? Byron,
You can try
stay
to
out of the
grapple him.
water. I'm going to try to grab him.
Okay,
Byron,
roll an
stay out of the water.
athletics. Roll an athletics attack, and Byron, you can contest it if you want.
Contest with acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
Player versus player, folks.
I was just dead.
24.
Byron slips out of as you try to grab me, slips out and splashes into the water and starts
I'm just
swimming
going
towards
to
the ship.
yell at him. There are sharks everywhere.
I'm gonna be on the boat.
Points.
You're swimming now, Byron. You're not having a conversation. You're swimming out to the ship.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like 10 feet away, so I'm gonna swim up onto the boat and climb.
I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out.
So
with
you'll have to swim to the south about 15 feet, Byron, from where your token is right now, to get out to a place where you can get onto the ship itself.
So 15 feet north, you said, or south?
No, to the south.
5, 10.
You have to get down here basically to be able to get onto the ship.
Something bumps into your leg.
Definitely not an aboleth.
I'm going for it. I'm gonna try and get on the boat.
Okay. Yeah, go here, hold on. You would have to get to right about here to get onto the ship. You
Okay.
can get onto
can I
the
swim
dry
that far?
deck. Sure. I mean,
Okay,
are you
cool.
a swimmer? Do you swim? You're a sailor.
I'm a
you can
sailor.
get
I'm
there.
a shipwright. I've done it before.
Yeah, you can get there.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so
on the boat now.
Shipwright. I've done it before.
I've swam before
Yeah, piece of cake.
with my
I looked at an
hammer.
ocean.
Yeah, I fix boats from the water.
Rhunar, he just starts swimming away from you. Are you going to chase after him?
I'm going to. Well, can I? I can't see that he got on the boat safely.
Not from where you are, no.
Yeah, I'll swim after him. So that's my 30 feet of swim
Yeah,
movement.
we're sort of
Right,
out of any sort of action economy. So yeah, just
Okay.
you can get up onto the ship there.
Could
Let me
I-
do
I-
this?
I'd like to use
ahead.
this platform of the ship to like run to the back to see if I can still spot Danvarius anywhere.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead. You run out to this side.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll another perception check. Tenoch, as your Arcane Eye flies back and forth, it's almost like in a grid pattern. You the first couple passes you don't see anything, but you can roll again if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you're sort of covering. I'm guessing you're sort of covering areas. So for each one of those areas, I'll allow you to search.
Okay. I will use another advantage as well.
Okay.
Dave, I rolled a 24 perception.
And you're also looking for Danvarius from your location. It would be with a disadvantage because of the mist. So
okay, one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's not good.
No.
Oh,
Rhunar.
You guys just can't. I mean, you're not able to triangulate on any splashing. There's you see things floating with your Arcane Eye. Rhunar, you don't really see a whole lot of anything really because you're stationary, but this Arcane Eye is traveling back and forth, and you do see floating debris, and it at first you kind of get excited that maybe that's him, but you don't. There's just nothing that you're finding yet, but you still have more areas to search. Byron, you're now on the deck of this half-sunken ship. What are you doing?
So if everyone else is like freaking out and worrying about Danvarius, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. I'm going to be looking out over the edge of the deck too, also trying to spot Danvarius.
Okay, so roll a perception check with disadvantage. Thank you, Fantasy Animal Vegan. That's very kind of you to say.
21.
You want to fail forward as best you can, I think, when you're playing D&D.
Nice.
Very nice. Yes, you see a couple of things. Not any of them being Danvarius, unfortunately, but you do see that there is something floating. It appears to be a chest floating in the water right here. If you can see my ping, hopefully you can.
Yep.
Oh.
And you also peer over the side of the ship, and there are more than one shipwreck below the surface. You can see the rigging of some ship that appears to be with your boatswain expertise. You can tell that it's a different construction. There is the hull, albeit somewhat covered in sand and coral and aquatic vegetation. There is a second ship down here, so there's a lot of debris beneath the ship that you're standing on. But you do not see Danvarius.
All right. If possible, as soon as I'm like do this survey, I'm gonna kind of like look around for Rhunar. Kind of like stumble across the ship looking for Rhunar until I find him, and then I'll be like, Rhunar, you need to get in the water and look for him.
What I was just thinking.
And I'm gonna just kind of help him over the edge.
Oh, you're gonna yeet him? All right.
Lower me gently
Yes.
with the rope, please.
I will grab his belt and fling him.
All right. Roll a shove attack. And Rhunar, you can either let him do it or you can resist it. It's up to you.
I'll let him do it.
You fool.
As
It's
I
an
hastily
11.
put my shield away so I can swim.
Cannonball!
So I'll just like go find Danvarius. Woo!
Yeah, you loud splash into the water. And you suddenly hear, Rhunar, as you kind of resurface, you kind of shake your head a little bit from the surprise of being thrown overboard. You hear that familiar low bass of the Jaws song. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. If only somebody hadn't pushed this captain into the water.
What do you do?
Salsa shark.
I'm going to pull my scimitar out.
You actually don't hear that. I'm joking.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say as soon as it hits the climax, I was gonna jump in too.
But everybody, all the people that are watching in the chat, you definitely hear that, guys. But Rhunar does not hear that. I just want to be clear. That was for the chat.
I'm going to dunk into the water. Being able to breathe down there, it feels great. No mist down here. Can I see a struggling Danvarius?
Roll a perception check, just a straight roll. Tenoch, you continue with your search while all this is going on. Let's get another roll
All right,
for your
I'm gonna
Arcane
use
Eye.
another advantage.
Oh my god!
All right. Hopefully that broke
Wow.
my streak. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope. Nope. Oh my god, guys! Seriously?
Can I use another advantage on that last roll after the fact?
No.
Or
And I'm just
Sorry,
going to
go
tell
ahead.
you, I think what you would want to do at this point, because you look about and you don't see him. You can see pretty well, like within the sphere of maybe like 20, 25 feet, and you don't see Danvarius. You see things floating on the surface. As I mentioned, there's barrels and chests and debris. There are a pile of shipwrecks below, about 20 feet below where you're floating. As you look down, shipwrecks.
Just boats stacked up like cordwood.
Boats just stacked up, exactly. As if this place was somehow, you get the sense that it was drawing ship. You've never seen this before in any place you've ever been. You've seen shipwrecks, but usually it's one or two. This is a graveyard of ships.
That's dope.
does it?
If they hadn't killed the Masangi, that might have been a possibility for sure.
Oh,
Does it
God.
look like it's worse in one area than the other? Like, does it look like they're being pulled towards something?
That's difficult to tell. It appears as though there has been a
jumbo
lot of
pile.
wreckage. Yep, a lot of wreckage. And, you know, it kind of confirms or corroborates the information you have from when you were over closer to the waterfall, when you rappelled down to look in the water where Danvarius first disappeared. There was debris and a dinghy and some bodies that were on the bottom near the waterfall area. Tenoch, you just you're not picking up anything with the Arcane Eye, and you have one more chance. So
right.
there's one more area that you can scan. So why don't you go ahead and do that?
All right, I'm going to use my last advantage on Danvarius.
Oh,
17.
There
it was
you
almost
go.
a goddamn 3.
There you go. The Arcane Eye scans across the water surface, moving slowly, looking about, and you finally see some splashing that draws your attention, and the Arcane Eye floats across the surface of the water, and you see a man swimming towards to the west. And he looks to be struggling a little bit, but doing okay. He's still above water. And as the Arcane Eye kind of focuses on him, it then sort of pans up and looks in front of him and looks up, and there is a large pillar of rock that juts out of the ground in front of him. And you can tell that he's swimming for this pillar with everything he's got. And it seems to be probably, well, I'm not sure how the Arcane Eye works, if you'd be able to sort of like geolocate where that is, but you do see that, and you can only kind of guess that it's far to the west of this
Somewhere
cove.
to the west of us.
Yep.
I will. I guess. Hang on. I think technically. Do I?
Technically.
This concentration. It doesn't really say that I'm like
You just
immobile when I
see
do
through
this, but that's kind of how I've been playing it because that seems cooler for some reason.
Okay.
I will say, Theo, I found him.
Good. Where the fuck
he's
is he?
Some side somewhere to the west. There's some kind of large pillar of rock.
Like out in the middle of the cove?
It's hard to tell. The mist is everywhere. But it's to the west. Am I able to see any shoreline at all?
With the Arcane Eye?
Yeah, from where that is.
Yeah,
like I can see Danvarius, I can see the rock.
This thing lasts for what, an hour?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I would say, yeah, you're able to sort of with the last minutes of its use, you can pick out that to just beyond the pillar, it does appear to be. You kind of do a scan around it.
Okay.
Roll a perception check, just a straight roll this time.
Okay.
So we've spent about an hour doing this.
I would say it's been probably an hour-ish. Yeah.
Dan Various must have a 25 constitution. That dude is a beast.
Dude is a beast. In that case, does that count as a short rest for Theo as he just kind of sat there?
Yeah, for sure.
10.
Beautiful.
You can tell a couple of things before the Arcane Eye sort of flashes out.
Okay.
That it is a pillar that erupts from the ground, water around the entire edges. So it's essentially an island, right? And that the land to the west is not very far away, 30 feet at most.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say I'm not exactly sure, but it is within sight of land. Perhaps if we follow the coast to the west, we should hurry though. Where are the others?
I have no idea. I've been here the whole time, man.
Dilly. Okay, fair enough.
Just chilling.
I will. I will. I want to send another sending spell. It's like a third level fucking spell. I'll use another. I'll just nope. Let's just go run down to the beach. Let's try to yell, or at least to this rocky outcrop over
That's
here.
a good call. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get down there and you can shout from the beach line, or you can try to swim out to the ship if you want. Rhunar,
Where the hell did you two go?
While they're doing that, Rhunar, what are you doing? Are you going to continue swimming about?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Not knowing anything about what I just told these guys.
Yeah,
Right.
Of course. What does Rhunar do?
I'm gonna start swimming west a little bit. Not like
Okay.
crazy. Maybe about. We'll go here.
Roll initiative.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
You laugh, but he prepares your death.
Byron, what are you doing while he is out and about?
Boot in a boot.
So
Out and about?
I've been looking over the ship. I noticed this chest. So as soon as I yeeted Rhunar off, I'm going to take a couple steps back here. I'm going to kind of look over the edge of the boat. I'm going to look through all my stuff. I'm going to start taking some stuff out of my bag of holding and putting it back as I find, my grappling hook, which I've been looking for. I'm going to kind of try and fish for the chest down in the water below me with the grappling hook because I don't want to jump in.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I was futzing about.
No worries. So as soon as I yeet Rhunar off, I'm gonna move down south. I'm gonna look over the edge of the boat, kind of look at that chest, be like, and then I'm gonna start fishing through all my stuff, trying to find my grappling hook. Taking some stuff out of my bag of holding, putting some stuff back into the bag of holding until I find my grappling hook. And I'm gonna start fishing for this chest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity.
Are you going to try and fish with the portable ram?
Roll a do a sleight of hand.
Righteous.
Why is that one so big?
I got a 16.
Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. How dare you? How dare you allow me
That
to?
one's a lot. That one's a lot bigger
fold
than
my
the other
hand.
sharks. I wouldn't have seen that guy underwater.
Not yet. We're still waiting to find out what's going to happen. Oh, you lucky. Oh, no, you're not as lucky
Not
as I
lucky,
thought you might
no.
be. No. All right. Byron, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
Yeah, you hook the barrel or the chest, and you're able to kind of pull it up onto the deck, and you start to. It's locked.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it.
Okay, go ahead and pick the lock.
$26.
The red die is the danger die. Yeah, you pop it right open, no problem.
Sweet. Do I find crabs?
Roll a d20 for me, and a d8. I'm gonna have to create a new treasure
I got a
table pretty soon.
16 and an 8.
You find a small mirror with an ornamental brass frame in a quite nice box. Not larger than a pocket mirror, but not like a huge mirror you'd put on your wall, somewhere in between.
Okay.
And then you also find an obsidian gargoyle statuette. And then the rest is just sort of like old rags that at one time might have been valuable tapestries, but are waterlogged.
Okay. As soon as I finish pulling that in, and like I'm gonna just grab what I think is valuable, which is gonna be the mirror and the gargoyle, and then I'm gonna stand up, look over the edge, and yell for Rhunar and be like, "You can come back now!"
Rhunar, you don't hear him because of the waves splashing, but something catches your attention off to your left, and you see this massive shark swimming about in the depths of the... it kind of like came out of nowhere. You catching it as it sneaks its way... Let me get it out of there. There we go. As it sneaks its way through the wreckage, and it takes notice of you. And you can tell that it has noticed your presence. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. We'll come back next week to figure out how long it takes to get to the center of a Rhunar pop.
Hot damn.
What is that?
There's always a bigger shark.
Apparently.
Do sharks have tongues? And
I think this one does.
If it casts a wind spell, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, if I have to start rolling saving throws, I'm going to be pissed.
Oof.
Magic
yeah,
sharks.
death saves in the water. That's going to be rough.
Or delicious.
You can handle it. All right, guys, if you're in the chat here, we're gonna continue to chit chat for a little bit. But you do have an opportunity, if you haven't already, to enter tonight's giveaway. Our campaign sponsors at CZRPG have gifted us a digital copy of the Ultimate Wilderness Map Pack, which is a really cool wilderness-themed map pack that has a bunch of cool maps that have all kinds of different variations. So daytime, nighttime, rain, gridded, gridless. I mean, you name it, it's likely that they have it in there. So in order to enter to win, just type CZRPG into the chat, and we're going to go ahead and draw somebody here in just a couple of minutes.
Will we draw them like one of our French girls?
I'm not sure what that means, to be honest with you. I will tell you this, though. In terms of drawing, I just want to mention this because a lot of people are cheering for our party, cheering for our DM, which is really awesome. It gives us advantage, but even more than that, gives us an opportunity to do cool things. Like we have commissioned some custom artwork for the Deg Gang. So Rhunar, Byron, Tenoch, and Theo. That's in the works, and that's because of our chat, and that's because of the people who are hanging out and enjoying, the game and just enjoying being around. So we really thank you guys. It's super awesome, and it's because of the cheers that you give us and the support. So I'm going to try not to get teary-eyed, but we really do appreciate it, and it makes us feel really good. It's really fun. I wondered I don't know how you guys feel, but when we started doing this and we're like, well, let's start streaming, I was like, I don't know, it's going to be kind of weird to have other people watching us play a game, but I think it's been really fun with the chat. Like when we have a really active chat, it gets me fired up more. It's fun to engage. The fact that we have the cheering and the way that they can interact with the game and influence things is pretty sweet. But I was blown away.
Yeah, having a great chat makes everything different and better.
Yeah.
Yes,
I agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
for sure.
As somebody who
Oh, yeah.
watches a lot of Twitch streams, is a big Twitch fan, like having a community that you can build that enjoys what you're doing, that you can almost build content for. I find it rewarding. I really enjoy all these people showing up and chatting with us. And yeah, I mean,
It's
it makes the game's already fun. I'm gonna play it whether we stream or not. That's just how it is. But I think sharing it with people makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Personally,
As someone who was terrified of the concept when we started it up, it's been really great. And I don't know what to make of the fact that it came out as super positive and still processing that wonderment, which is the best way to be befuddled at possible.
Well said. I agree. It's a surprise and super fun. And right now we're just kind of stalling because we want to give folks a chance to enter to win. Couple things as we're waiting to do the drawing. We do have our Midwinter Keening game back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the game that Chad runs for the rest of us. And Ashley, also, who's in the chat tonight. Thanks for being here, Ashley. It's good to see you in the chat. She's a player in that game. Super fun, Norse-inspired setting that was developed by our Thursday night campaign sponsor, Dream Realm Storytellers. Really, really cool. You definitely want to check it out if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have been there. We do have the cons that are coming up in October, so check out Gamehole Con, check out Virtual Greyhawk Con. Sunday nights, I'm playing in a Curse of Strahd game on Time Lord's wife's channel, which has been super fun. We're 2 sessions in, so you can go check that out and get up to speed. I get to play a cool little halfling named Reed, which has been super fun. So there's a lot going on. Chad and I are working on some fun stuff with our old Curse of Strahd campaign sponsor at Warrior Brewing. So we've got some things that are going to come out of that, which we won't tell you too much about yet because we're still working on it, but that'll be really cool. And we're developing content behind the scenes for campaigns and adventures. And Chad's been busy writing a bunch of great stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to release that out at some point. And things are happening. So without further ado, Cardman 2467, just in the nick of time. Let's go ahead and roll to see who's gonna win.
Let's
Well, we're all
do
winners.
it.
Well, everybody's a winner. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. But all right, let's do this. Dun da da da. Somebody give me the 5-second countdown. Who wants to do it?
I do. I can count this high and down because it starts at 5, and then it goes 4, 3, because that one went there, and then it's a 2, and then it's a 1, and then, oh God, I learned from Romans, I don't know what to do after 1. It's 0.
Cardman 2467 is back in the action.
The last
Swoops
minute
in.
sniper.
Swoops in.
he's doing this. This guy.
What a
Snuff.
snipe. Nicely done, sir. I like your style. Glad that you were able to be here, everybody. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow night for a game of Midwinter Keening. I'm kind of thinking that we should probably be talking about who we're going to raid. So I'm going to pull up my Twitch here. I better mute it. Yeah, we're muted. Oh, you know what? We should raid Stella Luna. She's got some fun stuff going on. She's playing D&D. Let's see. Do it.
Yeah, Phoenix is still in his
Oh, I was going to say.
his pre-launch.
I'm just going to double check. Oh, she's raiding somebody. Stella Luna is raiding somebody.
Who is Feather Fault?
What about Dork Tales? They're fun.
Dork Tales. We got to raid Dork Tales.
All right, we're going to do it. We're going to raid Dork Tales, everybody. We hope that you will join us. If you are a subscriber, hit them hard with the with our emotes.
Yeah.
Raid. What is it? Dork Tales. Just like
Dork
it
Tales,
sounds.
thank you for joining us today on this wonderful shark-infested werewolf coast.
The shark
love
fog
you
is
guys.
the best fog.
Shark fog is
Take it easy, guys. We're going to go to the end screen, but we'll see you in Dork Tales. Let's do it. Bye-bye.